Yo, we are live. Um, dude, I'm freaking out, man. We have not really had much success in like 2 weeks. We're kind of hitting a wall. So what I did was I went and spammed a few tens over the weekend, and I shot my haste up. So we got like something like a haste necklace. We got like, what else did we get? I finally crafted a piece. It was an offhand. It's not embellished, so I feel like that's fair. But I just needed a better offhand. Um, Still have these dog trinkets. Got a haste wrist, heroic. I forget which dungeon that's from. But yeah, just basically did a bunch of tens. Didn't gain any IO points, but gained a lot of haste. So this should be a lot smoother this week. And hopefully I don't have to pull out my hair one hair at a time. Because that is where I was at, watching back a lot of the footage this weekend. So let's get YouTube chat pulled up and post in the Discord. And we should be good to go, I think. Just doing the last few clicks for YouTube. All right. There we go. Got YouTube chat pulled up. We're ready to game. Good morning. What's up, one Ryan? Good to see you. Uh-oh, I closed YouTube chat. But it's good to see everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Vicar, very good to see you. Let's queue up to some keys. Like I said, I probably gained a few item levels, like maybe one or two here or there. But mostly I was just hunting pieces that actually gave haste. And instead of using the 5-piece tier set like we had, I did get a chest tier piece from like a heroic raid boss. So that allowed me to unequip the crappy chest that I had before, get this one. It doesn't give me haste, but it then allowed me to take off the tier piece from the shoulders and equip a haste piece. So really just shifting around a lot of pieces of gear to up my haste count. Um, Still have a lot of mastery though, so that's kind of, I don't know how good that is. All I know is that I just needed more haste for this playstyle to really work. We are looking for anything that gives us some IO, so we just need to just start climbing. So Ara-Kara would be huge, absolutely massive. So I think we hunt down an Ara-Kara. As you see, I had it filtered to both Tazavesh's because those keys were the ones that gave me like the best gear. Like it just had a bunch of haste gear, and that's all I really needed. So let's try to get into this. Ooh, okay, we actually got into a 13 streets. Let's see, where's our streets? Okay, so we've timed to 10 streets. Going up to a 13 should give us like 40 IO, maybe 40. So hopefully we can pull this off. We're in the Druid squad. This is nice. Okay, let's go import to Tazavesh. I did get like a few enchants. So like you see, one of my rings is enchanted. I'm waiting to get a good ring for this enchantment. My weapon, not my chest. I did do my legs though. So I'm just trying to find stats here and there, you know what I mean? Oh, and boots. I also got, no, it wasn't boots. I got another good piece. I also finally spent a bunch of my crests, so now I am out of crests. So I'm hoping that this is like the final push that we need to do. Maybe a vault tomorrow. Hopefully we get like a ring or a replacement trinket, and then we're ready to go on this character. Any advice about dealing with pug anxiety as a healer? What I did for a long time, because Joe, I do have pretty bad pug anxiety, but I've kind of pushed my way through it, to be honest. But what I did was when I first joined a group, I would hide, like I literally put a sticky note over the chat, and just to say like I am just in my bubble. I'm just gonna play my game. And whenever I made a mistake, I would always apologize for it. Say like, "Hey, I'm sorry." Like, if that was gonna wipe the group and whatnot. But really, just covering chat, like limiting the outside noise, really helps you. Surprised you don't use chunky character screen when you press C. How do you do that? Is that like an add-on or something, one Ryan? But yeah, like chat can help. There's usually some good input, like if the tank says, "Hey, we're gonna stealth past this" or something. Like sometimes there's some like helpful stuff in chat, but most of the time, chat is just like noise. It's just noise, and it's a vessel for people to be toxic. So cutting off at least one source of the toxicity did help me. Then eventually you kind of like, once you just force yourself into more keys, like just keep, if you fail a key, try it again, you know, maybe go down one key level, just keep trying it. And the better you get, the more comfortable you get with each dungeon, it really helps limit, like, part of anxiety is that it's just like your body's reaction to being uncomfortable, you know, in a lot of ways. So once you build that comfort on your spec and on each dungeon, it really helps. So just like limiting the noise while you're gaining that comfort really helps me, or helped me, I guess. Normally I tank, but I've been healing this season. I'm around 711 item level and 2600 IO. I want to start doing 12s, but I feel weird anxiety. No, I get that. I think that's pretty normal, especially when you heal, because there is a lot of pressure on you. But just know, like, for the longest time, I kept myself from even trying a plus 10. This was back when 10s were, like, super easy, by the way. Like, this was before they did the key crunch. But I kept myself from even attempting a 10 because my friend told me they were hard. And then the moment that I did my first 10, it was just as easy as the 9s that I've been doing. And then from then on, I like pushed up to like 13s, which was really good for me back then, so I was pretty new. But like you are your biggest limiter. And if you try a 10, Joe, the biggest thing that I preach while doing this series is just get back up on the horse. Like, if you fail a key, don't let that stop you from trying it again. Like, learn from why you failed and get back up on that horse, like, try it again. So there's my yap. But it's, like I said, you are your biggest limiter. It's a weak aura. Okay, so it's a weak aura. I've never even seen that. Like, I've never even heard of that, to be honest. Chunky character screen. Interesting. I'll have to look at it. Alright, so we're starting off the stream with a hard key. And we're still playing Farseer. I'm just forcing myself to try, even though I'm way more comfortable with the other one. What's it called? Totemic. I'm still just like forcing myself to get reps in with Farseer. Although eventually I might like swap back and start doing some higher keys with Totemic again, because I do prefer Totemic. It's just my more natural feeling build. But I hear so many good things about Farseer, and I just wanted to get enough haste to make it functional so that I can... that swirly was like hidden by my totem. Oh my god, that's not a good way to start. Not at all. Not a good way to start. That totem was super troll. Like, the stairs plus the totem hid that perfectly. Okay, well, I'm not the only one that died there. That's a super cringe way to lose 2 deaths on this dungeon. Honestly, like, I'm kind of upset about that. Okay, so I think I lust this pool, right? No, I guess we only pulled 1 pack, so maybe we save lust for boss. Okay, well, I'm being pinged, so sure, I will lust. But people take 4 stacks of the beam. This is probably just over. Oh my goodness, this is so cringe. They sat in the beam and took 4 stacks. Can we come back from this even? Like, this is real bad. Oh man. There are a lot of bolts going off too. Oh, don't bathe in the beam. I'm trying to like be careful of behind me. I know there's this pack over here. I kick that bolt. Need to get a cloud burst down, start storing into it. Oh, this is probably the worst start to a Tazavesh Streets I've ever seen. So if we come back and time this, like, that's going to be crazy. And it's a 13. 13s are not forgiving. So I'm going to try to squeeze in as much damage as I can in this key. But I'm still getting used to this build. Yo, Hexy's here? What? What year is it? Dude, it is so good to see you, Hexy. How are you doing? Wago's acting weird. I'll have to send it to you when I get home. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan. So I'm interested. I love, like, just... I love weak ores that are just there to make things look different. Like, I'm a huge fan of that. Okay, very, very sloppy key so far, so we're going to try our hardest to bounce back. I think we can. It's just an uphill battle for sure. But one good thing about Streets is that it does have a very free timer. Put down a Cloudburst. Trying to keep these ascent or ancestors down as much as possible. Have good uptime on them. So I'm trying to keep Ancestral Swiftness and Unleash Life on cooldown 100% of the time. I'm also trying not to sit at 2 stacks of Cloudburst Totem because it is very powerful. So like even there, like I'm not even like fully using it, but I'm getting people to about 90% health and just letting it pop and finish the other 10%. Alright. Let's do this. It's time to come back. We can't start off the stream with a failure. Doing great. Sorry about the key already. Hey, it's okay. It kind of gives us... I've always enjoyed games like this. So, like, whenever I play a MOBA and, like, my team starts out the game, like, losing, I think those are the most fun games. Like, comebacks are always the most fun games to me. So I'm chilling. As long as these guys are down to keep trying, like, I definitely think this is still timeable just because it's Streets. Like, if this were, like, a... I don't even know. Like, if this were a Priory and we had this many deaths early on, like, it would be worth just, like, calling it. But I think Streets is very unique right now where you can kind of get away with stuff like this. Is he going to invis? I have my Ancestor about to come out. Okay, we are fully Ancestored up. Woo! Got close. Do some big damage. I'm gonna pop my Racial. I always forget that I have it. I have it keybound to, I think, maybe Cloudburst Totem? Could be wrong, but I have it keybound to something, or macro to something. So it's not, like, it should get used automatically throughout a dungeon, but if I think to use it, I will. Alright, Paladin, run. No, don't run that way. Oh, no. We didn't pull this pack. Oh, God. Okay. That's sketchy. I'm gonna go and pop my shield just in case I get targeted by something. Whew. Okay, I'm glad I remembered that pack was there because I was able to knock it up and stun it really quickly. So it wasn't able to kill the Paladin. He also, I'm pretty sure he used his immunity when he got stunned by the boss. And that definitely saved him some damage. Okay, we're going into interrogation. Oh, Druid, what are you doing? We need to kill this so quickly. Druid, why did you not take it far? Druid's probably dead here. Yeah, that's... Oh, boy. We definitely should be-res the Druid. Okay, now this boss feels like it's dying very slowly because we pulled that pack. Oh my goodness. I just summoned my big ancestor. Can we come back, dude? I don't know. I keep watching the clock and I'm like, I don't know, but we just gotta focus boss, I think. Run, run. We got to do some crazy pools, I think. Easy as bread. It didn't even notify me. Easy as bread, you looking good today? No, sir. That is all you. How are you doing, Easy as bread? I'm sad about D&D, but it is what it is. Happy Monday, Pounds. Happy Monday, Andy. Hopefully your weekend went well. It's so good to see you. I saw you had commented asking for an evoker guide, but I do have one. I don't know if I ever got around to linking it, but I saw it like as I was waking up in the morning, and I don't even remember if I responded or not. But I do have a 2-minute guide on evoker. We got another run soon, so no worries. Okay. Because I do miss it. Definitely miss it. I think we, like, I don't know if we can do pools like this. Like, we need to, like, maybe pull these guys to the dogs or something. We need a triple pull with the dogs, or I don't know. We need to start taking some risks in this dungeon if we want to be able to time it. Yeah. Hey, what's up, the great cheese? Happy Monday indeed. Oh, I could use some great cheese right now. In fact, I went to a wedding over the weekend, and I had some very great cheese. There was one thing, it was like a brie cheese, but it had like, you know, croissant. Oh my goodness, people just taking damage like it's their job. But anyways, it was a brie wrapped in like croissant with like some honey glaze on it. Oh my goodness, it was so good. So good. And it was a beautiful wedding. It was just like, oh, but yeah, the great cheese reminds me of that cheese. There was also another thing of cheese that had like blueberry, oh my goodness, some kind of blueberry drizzle on it. Oh my goodness. Some very good cheese. Alright, we need the dogs. Go, go, go. Because we could have triple pulled this Zakros guy with these dogs, and it's really not that bad. You just have to be careful about your positioning. And then you can pull this other guy, the Wild Thrasher, down with the cats, and be very efficient that way. But here we are being not as efficient. I am going to stick on this Dire Horn, because I think he's going to die last. And then if I need to, I'll swap to one of these dogs like this one, if their health starts to be imbalanced. Okay. I think these health pools are balanced as well. Or enough. Okay, I'm getting charged. Doesn't do too much damage. But that charge can be a little spooky if you get it during the frontals, and it makes it hard to dodge the frontals, you know? But it's not that deep. "22 minutes. I'm just watching the clock just slowly tick down. I think we lust this boss because we do have lust coming off. Let's go and put down our stun. Getting charged again. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my transmog, but this guy does not like me. Okay, we got our free Ascendance pop. Speaking of Ascendance, I haven't actually clicked that button all dungeon. I need to learn to be more aggressive with the Specs cooldowns, because you just have so many of them. But a lot of times, like, Cloudburst Totem's enough to get the job done. I'm just going to send Ascendance now, because this pack is very healing intensive. I feel like I won't regret it. And that way I can come into the boss with double Cloudburst. That should be better. So you ate good, I see? Absolutely. It was also cool because, like, it was a wedding of a friend group, or basically a lot of the attendants were of a friend group that I haven't really been a part of since middle school. Like, basically my middle school split off into 2 high schools, and I went to the other one. They all went to this one. So, like, I really hadn't talked to a lot of people since 7th grade, really. And, you know, that was, like, a long time ago. So, with me being so awkward, I still was very awkward. Like, it's hard for me to not be awkward. But still, it was just, like, really cool seeing people, you know what I mean? But yeah, we ate. Very, very good. I need to rebuff, because I know we've had some deaths. Can't really tell when they were. We need to pull these guys in. We shouldn't be attacking these guys, because they are used for funnel here. Alright. Hey, Pounds, finish Resilient 13s in time to 2 14s. How far do you think I can resil to pure pugging without too much stress? Well, I know 15s are a very big jump up. So I think that if you keep at it, soon you'll have Resilient 14s. And I think you'll be able to get a couple 15s in. And then depending on how much time you're still wanting to put into that character, I feel like you could get up to Resilient 15s. But dude, that is like incredible. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we need to do our big damage. I gotta watch my back though, this guy's spawning. Yeah. Don't want to have aggro here. Oh no, oh no, no! Woo. That got sus. I played that horribly. I went the wrong way. Forgot which ones were first. But we made it. Whew. I think we can come back. I think Streets is a dungeon. Oh no, Paladin, please move. But Streets is a dungeon where, like, those kind of things can happen, you know? Like, you can pull a dungeon out of your butt if you need to. Oh my goodness. That did so much damage. We're gonna lust as the whirler comes down, like this Venza comes down. Hopefully people have their abilities, like their cooldowns. Oh my goodness, this paladin is sketching me out. I'm gonna go ahead and lust and pop Ascendance. I'll put down a Cloudburst just for backup if I need it. I have aggro, help. It's like such a weird position to tank the bosses in, though. I'm gonna put a Wind Rush right next to the boss. That way if anyone gets sucked in, they'll be able to run out. And then I'm going to just sit here and do as much damage as I can. I think we should be okay. That was a very early lust, I will admit. But lust lasts 30 seconds. And I feel like people, a lot of times, they lust a little too late to where you don't get that full 30 seconds of value. But although this isn't like the best boss to lust in my opinion, I think it's good to lust here for the timing. Like now we're gonna get a third lust in the dungeon. And hopefully, oh tank, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Hopefully we go to the singing, like the rock band boss first, because then we can lust the male boss. I feel like the male boss is just a better lust because you have more boss uptime. Okay, so 15s is the pug benchmark. Thanks. Honestly, it really is. Like once you hit 15s, you really notice a big uptick. That's why like last season I hit 15s and then I really slowed down my push, and then it was like I had to really focus up to do like 16. Oh god, this is horrible. I'm just gonna get sucked in. It is not that deep, Druid. Just let it suck us in. Man, this Druid is really afraid of that suck. But the suck isn't scary here because it's maybe it's a bug, but they coded it to where the suck in, if you get pulled into each other, it's scaled to the same damage as if you were doing a Mythic 0. So like in these high-end keys, like it barely does any damage. So like sometimes I just let it suck us into each other, and sometimes I even just like walk into the other person just to get it over with so I can sit there and cast, you know? Because it's not super scary. These shock mines, though, are terrifying. Oh, God. I swear, these These thighs are thick today. I don't know who pulled that. I know I ripped aggro from whoever pulled it, but I'm pretty sure I saw the druid body pool. I'll be real. I don't even remember this Enforcer's mechanics. Power kick on the tank. What else? Force multiplier. What is that? Oh, okay. That's a heal mechanic, it looks like. Let's kick that. Let's do our cast while moving button so I can be efficient. See that guy casting back there, but they stopped him. Well, hey, at least this is good for count. So our knock up and our stun. Get people topped up for the multiplier. Now let's try to blast some damage. With every second, our chances of timing this go down and down and down. But I still think we have a non-zero chance of timing, which y'all know me. I'm not quitting until someone else quits. Which I said that in a video. I said like that I'm not the first one ever to, what the heck? I'm never the first one to quit a key. And someone called me toxic for that. But like, how is it toxic to not be the first one to quit? I feel like being the first person to quit is so much more toxic, right? I don't know, man. I don't get people, DPS players really. So our knock up, stop those casts. Chain lightning spam. It says connecting to chat. Oh, we're back. It said I was connecting and reconnecting to Twitch chat. Yeah, it makes no sense, Andy. I don't get it. Oh, and it was good, the Great Cheese. Definitely good. Calling you toxic is toxic. I mean, yeah, honestly, nowadays it's just become so commonplace to call people toxic. So, I guess you're right. But man, y'all want to see some toxic comments. Y'all know that video I made a while back about how people leaving groups and just AFKing is annoying? Go check some of those comments, because I got called a lot of things in that comment section. Oh my gosh. I love playing Shaman because, like, God, it just feels like you always can just carry with your utility. Trying to squeeze in as many chain lightnings as I can because I think my damage is going to matter a lot in this dungeon. Doing 3 bosses in 12 minutes, I don't know. We gotta go boss. Like, we gotta be pulling. We should have pulled boss there. Like, we might have to lust the rock band boss. I don't even know, but I'm gonna have to play pretty risky here. Oh my goodness, these chickens! Stop! There were so many chickens. Oh, we gotta get topped. I'll pop my shield. Do one last chain heal. Then I have a cloud burst kind of stored up that I'm just gonna let naturally pop. Oh. I guess it is damage efficient to let the healer get the far one. So, in a moment like this, I don't mind. Alright, so we have a Cloudburst totem once again, so we're just going to spam damage. Oh, man. Can we time this? I don't know, because another Rock Band boss takes a long time, and also we're 2 minutes into this fight, and this guy's only halfway, so... Oh, we still have all the RP. Yeah, I don't think this is even timeable. Tragic. Whew. Ascendance into a Cloudburst totem has saved the day there. That was crazy healing. Going Cloudburst. Pop the Cloudburst, do some damage. We just gotta focus boss now. I think we can do 10% in a few seconds. Our hunter is basically AFKing right now. Go, go, go. 8 minutes. Mondays are fun. Yeah. Big sad, big sad. I don't know. I mean, if we just summon some damage out of our behind, we might go a little crazy, because we're going to lust the final boss. And if, like, everyone has cooldowns available, and if I just sit here and spam damage a bit to help burn mobs down and stuff, I'm going to win rush on cooldown. I don't know. I feel like there's a world where we do somehow do enough damage to get this done. Run, tank, run. And tank's like travel forming, like taking some risks, so love to see it. We're going to cast while moving so I can keep up with the tank. Trying to just spam these ancestors. And I've heard, maybe one of you guys can help help me out with this, but I've heard that when you have 2 or more ancestors, it's more worth it, even in single target, to just spam Chain Lightning rather than Lightning Bolt. So I'm pretty sure that could still be the case, right? So like right now I have 3 ancestors, so I should just Chain Lightning even if it were just this Overseer. But now we got double Overseer. I am going to Earth Ellie and pop Ascendance. Pop Cloudburst. Let's do some damage. We're being asked to abandon the instance. Honestly, okay, I didn't even get to vote. God. Oh my goodness. With every failed key, we get closer to me shaving my head bald. Tragedy, tragedy, tragedy. That one was just rough all around, though. Like, that one started off rough. There was, like, no chances of... But also, maybe I should have paid attention to the damage meter. I kind of want to see the overall damage on that one. What was it looking like? Okay, I mean, it was, like, fine enough. Interesting. Happy Monday, chat. What's up, Nick? Happy Monday. Oh, man. But, hey, at least us being a shaman and us being this geared, I can get invited to keys now, so I'm really not too pressed about that. Whereas normally, like last week, this character was way under geared, and I couldn't even queue up to keys because I just knew that I would get declined. Ara-Kara 13. Oh, they have a healer. We need to filter that out. No, healer role available. There we go. We can do an Ara-Kara 12 would be pretty nice. We also do have poison cleansing, so I feel like we're pretty desirable in Ara-Kara. 14 Gambits. Any of these keys would be really nice. Monday is going well today. Or yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We can always start off with one fail and just get our feet underneath us and be fine for the rest of the day. But there's like a world where we could just like skyrocket this character to 3K. Since we get invited to 13s on this character, all we need is to be able to do like 13, 13, 13, 14, 14. You know what I mean? Like, I work from right to left, so 13, 13, 13, 14, 14, and then we could get there, you know? So it could be done. It definitely could be done. Or if we just like jump into a 14 of like one of the easier dungeons and pull it off, that could be pretty sick. But we're just spamming these queues. What else should we add to the queue? We should definitely add Dawnbreaker. Definitely add Dawnbreaker in to the mix. Don't really want to do a 12 Dawnbreaker. I'd rather do like a 13 Dawnbreaker. But like I would do a 12 Ara-Kara. It's really just about trying to be efficient with time. But this is something that I do every time that we do this challenge, where I kind of get a little too picky and a little too jumpy to try to get to 3K, and it does kind of slow us down a bit. But I'm being mindful of that, and I think the Shaman is the character that can do that. Like, I can be a little picky on the Shaman about what I queue up to. I don't need to go for these, like, 10 IO gains on this character. We can queue up to these. They have a healer. 13 Ara-Kara. I'm going to put, like, 2 main. Even though I haven't done a key on my monk in like a few weeks, I'm still putting its IO in the thing. 12 Ara-Kara, that would be nice. 13 Ara-Kara would be huge though. Alright, people. Accept me. But what's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Hopefully you all had a good weekend. My family was in town this weekend still, and I was extremely busy. I ended up staying up until about 4 a.m. the night that I posted the last episode of the All Healers Challenge. So I stayed up really late editing that. So I will be posting it in Discord, but it is up. If you guys haven't seen it yet, if you didn't watch an episode over the weekend, it is there. And it was a good one. I mean, like last week we saw like a ton of progress. This week not so much. We've hit a wall, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We're basically, this is the adjustment week. We are getting used to these new tier sets, and we're vibing. We are vibing. So we got Ara-Kara. This is the dungeon that I need the most, so this is going to be a very nice one. And also, if we had a sack brood on this character, it would be absolutely, like, massive. Like, sack brood would be huge. I feel like there's also another, maybe a ring in this dungeon? No, I don't think there's a ring. Let's see. The one hand. The one hand would be really big. Because that's a lot of haste. Dondero A7. Oh, I'm stuck. It says, as a Mistweaver player, what's your least favorite thing about the spec? Just started it this season, and I'm curious if my noob view lines up. So the cool thing about Mistweaver, it's unfortunate that you're just now starting, because it's honestly in a great spot right now relative to how it used to be, but they've really taken a lot of our feedback about like the most annoying things about the spec over the years and like corrected them. Like, for example, people used to hate having to stand on your Jadefire Stomp at all times. But now you can move off of it and keep the buffs for a few seconds and stuff like that. I would say, oh man, my least favorite thing about the spec right now is I think what a lot of people think is their least favorite too. A lot of people who have been playing it over the years, and that's Invigorating Mists. That's a talent. The one that makes your Vivifies also cleave onto everyone that has your Renewing Mist on them. They, back in Amirdrasil, they square root scaled it, so they basically nerfed it to where, like, it no longer was just a lot better the more Renewing Mist you have out. Now it's like, with each additional person, it gets weaker and weaker per person. So it feels like kind of less rewarding to be really good about your Renewing Mists and stuff. Whereas, like, that is an issue, but it's even more so annoying now that Resto Shaman has this talent, which is literally uncapped. It heals for 15% of healing waves healing on every Riptide every time. So it's basically what Invigorating Mist used to be. So it's to me, that's the most annoying thing, because it really limits what we can do in Raid, and it's made them have to, like, balance Mistweaver around Renewing Mist healing, which is, like, fine. It's cool and all, but it makes your spot heals less... it makes your spot heals feel a little bit more important, but it makes your overall healing feel a lot weaker. That's my biggest gripe. And also, it just feels really weak in Mythic Plus nowadays, too, as well. But I'm curious what yours is. But there are still a lot of gripes. I feel like the spec isn't, like, perfect, per se. Because, like, Tiger Palm feels satisfying to press. Blackout Kick feels satisfying to press. I will say Rising Sun Kick could pack a bit more of a punch, in my opinion. My noob view is that Crackling Jade Lightning is giga powerful to heal in AoE, but in single target, yeah, still feels much worse without amps. Yeah, big true. It used to be. It really did used to be Dondero. It used to be like, I'm pretty sure it was like 3,500% single target, and then like, I don't know, 15% single AoE. But now it's like 2,500 single target, and then I don't know, so like 10% AoE. So like it used to be that, like, it was a giga single target with like the addition of cleaving. And it's unfortunate that it doesn't work that way now, you know. Let's see, what is my... Trying to press Poison Cleansing. Let's get in the dungeon first, but I need to make sure my macro for Poison Cleansing works. Not having a Bloodlust, B-Res / tank DR put Mistweaver way behind of top healers. Yeah, that'll always keep it, you know, a lot less relevant. You have to really build a comp around a Mistweaver to do high keys, and that's what makes it really annoying to push. As someone who wants to push as a Mistweaver, like, I want to push for title, but like, you really can't do it unless you have a group that's specifically looking for a Mistweaver, and that makes it so infuriating. Like, you just it feels like you're fighting upstream all season. That's why that is very annoying to play Mistweaver. C9 is my purge for some reason. I need to move this here. So I'll be real, I don't even know what I can purge. Alright. Getting this Ara-Kara will give us a nice little foundation of IO. Give us a nice little boost of confidence to go into the next bit. But you're definitely not alone there, Dondero. However, I will say, I've really stopped leaning as heavily on Jade Lightning for boss fights, and I've really started leaning a lot more heavily on Tiger Palms with your potential energy. Like, that healing is amazing. That healing is amazing. What's your dungeon filter add-on? I'm not sure. It might just be the Raider.io add-on, I want to say. I feel like that's the only real thing that I have that is in that realm. Oh yeah, Mistweaver's a blast, don't get me wrong. It's a blast until you start sitting in, or at least for me, I would start sitting in queues for, I'm not even kidding, like 4 to 5 hours. There was a Saturday that I set aside. I was like, look, I don't have a video that I want to be made this weekend. I just want to push keys on my monk. And this was last season. And I kid you not, I sat there all day. I watched 3 whole movies, about like 8-9 hours in total. Didn't get invited to a single key, and I was only looking for a priory. It was my final like resilient 17 at the time. I was just looking for a priory 17, and I had already timed everything 17, and then I timed motherload 18 and a priory 16. Like that was my only 17 I'm missing, and no one would invite me. They wanted a disc priest or a resto shaman last season. Ooh. We need big heals. I'm going to put down a cloudburst. I'm going to kick that web bolt. Put down healing tide so I get these instant healing surges. Put down my stun. I kick this web bolt. Just trying to free up everyone else's kick for the actual big stops. Oh, like that resonant barrage. That needs to be stopped. Okay, maybe we should let some bolts go through. Put down another cloudburst. Got 2 bolts going at the priest. Yeah, that to me is my biggest gripe, is just the community perception that, oh, Mistweavers can't do high keys. Like, that's just not the case. You're kidding yourself. Just invite me and find out. Shaman Monk Cooler? Yeah, exactly. What's up, Obsidian Fire? It's good to see you. Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. Hopefully, if y'all watch American football, your teams won. I know my team did. We're undefeated still. So it's pretty freaking wet, if you ask me. Pretty freaking wet. I'll do a knock up just to resync all the kicks. Whoa, my butt pulled. Promise it was my butt, not me. Keep Riptide on people. Ooh, I'll take a free Ascendance. Thank you very much. I've already used my Poison Cleansing, and I don't think I'm running the Totem Recall thing to get the Poison Cleansing back. I'm not. Although, arguably I should. Can I dispel this? Normally I can't. Priest, I need some big defensives from you, buddy. This poor priest, he took about like 7 poison bolts this pool. Okay, I'm gonna eat a little bit of mage food just coming into this mini boss, just for safety's sake. I'm gonna put down a cloudburst so I can heal into it with this free ascendance proc that we just got, and I'm gonna spread some riptides. Put down my stun. Watch aggro. Kick that bolt. I'm going to put down Healing Tide for this next one. So I'm going to put down Cloudburst now. I'm going to put down Healing Tide here. Do my instant healing surges. Put down Poison Cleansing. It was a very selfish Poison Cleansing. I didn't put it down when other people had the debuff, but I put it down when I had the debuff. And that is a lesson on healing. Protect yourself. DPS has defensives. We don't. We do, but act like you don't. But act like you do at the same time. And that's a free lesson. We got plenty more coming. If you liked that one, make sure you hit follow on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. Oh. Just gonna stun that. I'm just gonna watch this guy and kick him in. I'll face tank this one. I'm gonna shield it. Put down Poison Cleansing if I have it. I don't. A Cloudburst though. Okay, now I should have Poison Cleansing. I don't. I Oh god, I should really add that spell to my UI. I bet I could add it to my UI, but only to load when I'm in this dungeon. Because this is really the only dungeon that I care about it in. Okay, now I'll try it again. Still don't have its cooldown. There's a free ascendance. Perfect timing. Eat some mana food. Good evening, LB and chat. It's good to see you, Obsidian Fire. And yeah, unfortunately, my Mistweaver has trouble getting into groups of any level, but my Arsham has it easy. Sad, but I prefer Mistweaver. Yeah, same. I do plan on eventually pushing on my Mistweaver this season, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's not even that. It's just that I'm not even given the opportunity to push as high as I think I could push. You know what I mean? And that's the most frustrating part about it. Is that it kind of has nothing to do with me. Put down my stun, do some damage. I got Gaunt's for Onslaught coming. I do have a Cloudburst, but I don't know how long until it pops. We're going to save our Riptide charges. Stack with the tank. I have Healing Tide for the next one. But Riptide seems pretty good to use on the move. Also, maybe next time I should save my Ancestral Swiftness. That does seem pretty good. We have a buffed Chain Heal for that. Gonna stun. I'm gonna go ahead and put down Cloudburst, heal into it a bit. That might be enough, because I have Ancestral Swiftness. I'm not going to pop Healing Tide. Just because I have Swiftness. I have that Cloudburst. That's going to pop. There it goes. Alright. Now I'll put down Healing Tide. Put down a Cloudburst. Just make sure these Riptides are applied. I will have Ancestral Swiftness for this Gossamer. I'm just going to save it for that. I also have this Cloudburst. So I'm going to wait a bit into this Gossamer. I'm going to let the Cloudburst pop and kind of take over some of the healing. And then I'm going to Swiftness. And then just use Riptides. Oh yeah, that feels so clean. I will say mechanics like that are really fun on Mistweaver because you literally just Tiger Palm. You just Thunder Focus T, Tiger Palm. But before you do have to set up your, in like higher keys, you do have to set up your Enveloping Mist, which is pretty frustrating. That is an annoying thing. I think there are so many healing modifiers. This is my biggest gripe about Mistweaver. There are so many healing modifiers that like, you can't really get the most out of the spec unless you have all these healing modifiers. So like, on a Shaman, I just cast a Chain Heal and it does its healing, right? But as a Mistweaver Monk, if I do any healing spell, it doesn't do its full amount of healing unless I have like an Enveloping Mist and a Chi Harmony on them. That's just corny to me. Like, I don't know. And that's just going to turn off a lot of new players from the spec. Which I think they are aware of that. And that's why they nerfed Chi Harmony at the beginning of the season. But still, that to me is like my biggest annoyance. Okay, don't follow the Demon Hunter. Noted. Donkey Brains tank name? That is a good name. It's a great name for a warrior. I don't know why, but it just like fits. Donkey Brains. Which reminds me, oh god, we have some aggro issues back here. It reminds me, I will be playing a melee DPS soon in a series. I'm going to do my knock-up. Pop Ascendance. I will be playing a melee... Oh god. Put down Poison Cleansing. A melee DPS in a series coming up soon. So I want y'all's feedback as to what you want to see me play. So far, every time I ask, there's very mixed opinions. A lot of people say Demon Hunter. A lot of people say some warrior DPS spec of some sort. Let's put down Healing Tide. Put down a Cloudburst too. So still don't know what I want to play in that series. I think if it were up to me, I would probably play like Demon Hunter looks really cool. Frost DK has always looked fun to me, but now they're meta, so I don't know if like I don't really want to just play a meta DPS. That's not like what I'm going for. But also for the whole series, I don't just want to be bottom DPS the whole time. You know what I mean? Like I want some room for growth. Okay, Gawain is cooking. Gawain just reminded me that Survival Hunter is a melee DPS technically, so I would love to play melee DPS, but it really depends on Vlad. I don't know what Vlad plays, to be honest. Okay, we have Lust, I think is what he's saying. But I know Vlad told me that he plays just any melee DPS, but then he listed to me like things like Warrior, Frost DK, Rogue, like things like that. So if any of you guys know all the specs that Vlad like typically plays, not, you know, like outside of the current series he's working on. Oh, we just let that go off. Oh, that's my bad. But I'm also trying to work on the healing mechanic. Oh, that's so bad. Put down a Spirit Link. Oh, I don't know where the mage was, to be honest. Did we let it go off? It looks like we might not have. Oh, we did. That's why this Bloodguard's here. Okay. Checks out. Better be Windwalker. I mean, I do have a second monk. I just don't know if he plays Windwalker, you know what I mean? And plus, I'm going to do my best to convince him to play Mistweaver. So I don't know if we'll want to rock like double monk squads, you know? Then you can not get invited to hierarchies as DPS. There we go. Then I'll get the full experience. My thing is, like, I really want to do, like, a tanking series. For some reason, like, tanking seems so fun to me. Am I not playing Unleashed Life? I am. It pops up right here on the screen as a giant icon when it's available. But the reason why you haven't seen it is because I'm trying my best to keep it on cooldown. For you, it would be good afternoon. Yeah, it's 2:18. I think this clock is correct as my local time. Oh, stop that. But yes, it is 2:18. So afternoon. I guess evening starts at what? Like y'all would y'all say like 5 or 6? When would y'all say good evening becomes like fine to say? You don't track the CD. I've been meaning to swap it to where I can see the CD, but honestly, this is like I slapped together that weak aura and stuff. But yeah, I've been meaning to make it show at all times, but I always just forget before I do a key. And for the most part, like I kind of have the feel for it because I watch my Ancestral Swiftness timer, and they're basically synced up to where I can do like two Unleash Lives per every swiftness, you know what I mean? It's like once this hits about 15 is when this will come off cooldown. It's like right now I'm ready to press it, and that's kind of how I manage it right now. But that's like such a bad way to manage it. Like I definitely agree with you. I should have it showing at all times. But for now, what I'm rocking with, it kind of is working. Like I do kind of stay on top of it at all times. You say that, but Ancestral Swiftness was just off CD for like 10 seconds. Yeah, like I said, not a perfect system. And I definitely agree with you. I said it on last stream. I was like, oh, I need to fix that. I said it about 3 times, and then I never fixed it. So if I remember after this key, I will fix it to show at all times. But yeah, it's definitely something that we are on the same page about. 100%. Oh boy. Put down Poison Cleansing. Yeah, I would really like playing Demon Hunter. I would really like tanking as a Demon Hunter, to be honest. While he's playing R Shaman, there's no way to ruin the spec. Honestly, dude, in Raid, y'all, I did some raiding on this character, and I kid you not, there was a pool where I was like doing more healing than I would on my Mistweaver. I'm like, I literally have 20 less item levels. At the time, I had like 20 less item levels, and I was doing like more damage than I could do on my Mistweaver. I was like, this is so... And it was like way less effort. I was not using any mana. Oh, no. Whereas on my Mistweaver, like, you know, I could spam my whole mana bar if I really wanted to. Brewmaster as the melee DPS? I mean, honestly, dude, Brewmaster kind of is a melee DPS nowadays, but the downside is that you would have to have aggro for it to do a lot of damage. So you can get like those big Nitzal stomps and stuff, but I don't disagree, dude. A good Brewmaster can do like some crazy damage with Shadow Pan. It's kind of nuts. And you were spamming 2 keys. This season's far... Yeah, 2 keys. Like, literally 2 keys. It's ridiculous in Raid. I messaged Shamrocked after we killed some boss, and I was like, dude, I'm so jealous. Like, I see how much healing you're doing, and it looks so fun. It reminds... Like, y'all's build reminds me of an old Mistweaver playstyle, because it does. It reminds me of how we used to play back in Amir Drasil. And he was like... He said, like, this is awful. Like... It's not as fun as it looks. It's just 2 buttons. And I like heard him say that. And I was like, surely it's not really that bad. Like, it's not that boring. Surely it's not just 2 buttons. It is. It is. Especially because in Raid, you don't play Unleashed Life. You play Undulation. So just the more healing waves you get off, the more Ancestors you have out. And like, you know, your Ancestral Swiftness will... give you a bunch more Riptide charge. Like, it's literally just Riptide, healing wave, Riptide, healing wave. Like, it's... Oh my goodness, it's so easy. But it was fun. I mean, I was just, like, spot healing around. Like, I'm not saying it was boring. I'm gonna let the mage lust here, actually. I've heard that this is still kind of bugged. I know they did announce on the patch notes that they're fixing the way that this shows the ground effect and making it a lot clearer, like what's good and what's bad to stand in. But still, I'm not really going to trust it. Dude, Demon Hunters just leech so much. It's insane. Okay, I just used like all of my CC, so hopefully these guys have this covered. I do have Ghost Paws, or whatever that thing's called, where if I need to, I can break my root by just going into Ghost form, or Ghost Wolf form. So I'm going to try to avoid being in Ghost Wolf form. Oh, shout out to Demon Hunters living, dude. I try to avoid it if I can. Oh, it's on me. What do I do here? I am but a Mistweaver player. Put my stun totem down. Ooh, tank. Tank is bound. Tank is bound. Help the tank. That's my bad. I'm so sorry, tank. I am so sorry. I'm gonna... Spirit Link Totem. He just survived 10 stacks. I don't even understand Prot Warrior. That was my bad. I definitely should have broken him. I didn't see what was going on for the longest time. Oh, that was a poor play on my part. Man, he was rooted for a long time. I don't know how he survived that. I know Warriors have some dumb mechanics that they can pull, but... Dude, I don't even know what that was. I said sorry. He's saying it's okay. He's kind. Very nice. Dude, shout out to Donkey Brains. Turns out, Donkey Brains, but he has a real heart for a heart. Kind of messed up my Dispel cooldown there. So I put down Wind Rush just to help the tank. Don't want to butt pull anything. We still have 9 minutes. It's honestly, this is not the best we've been on this timer before. So hopefully we can pull some damage out of our butt. If there's anything that I store in my butt, it's damage. Definitely not drugs. Just gonna go ahead and dispel. I feel like that's a bad time to dispel, but I feel like there's also no bad time to dispel. Looks like we're going down the middle. Honestly, I like this. I feel like it's nice and clean percent. It's just heal checks as opposed to like people not standing in bad stuff, which I think is more reliable in pugs. I would rather the pressure be on me than pugs, you know what I mean? Okay, we are no longer going down the middle. Gonna kick one quickly. Oh, people, please. Kick. Dispel the tank. Oh, dispel the tank. I can't see you. Ooh. I had to jump to be able to see him because I was LOS from him. That was sus. I target an overseer. Just insta-kick it. So the other one is on the other 4 members of the party. Dispel the tank. Do we have time? We have 7 minutes. We will have lust for this boss eventually. I think we should be okay. What's your secondary stat distribution on the shaman? It's still not ideal. Last Friday, I literally had like 8% haste, and that's not good for Farseer. So I spent a lot of time this weekend trying to grind out a lot more haste pieces. So I still have like a lot of haste mastery pieces, which is less ideal. So this is my current stat spread. I basically just did whatever I could to pump up my haste. And in doing so, I kind of threw off the rest of it, but I think it's worth it. And it's so far, this feels so much better to play now that I have some haste. Like, so much better. I'm going to be chain lightning, spamming, trying to break some of these blood workers and stuff. Not going to poison cleansing, so I just want it to be as predictable as possible. Definitely not going to be ghost wolfing for the root breaks. Gonna take one quick so I don't throw anyone off. Looks like our warrior got sucked in. He had to jump out, which was a good play on his part. Not going to be poison cleansing. I will go ahead and put down healing tide so I can spot heal quickly. Gonna chain lightning around over there. I'll go ahead and kind of rotate this way because this is where all the blood workers are. Alright, we're cruising. Standard warrior heroic leap usage. Yeah, really sick. I know a lot of people always ask me, like, why do you never transcendence whenever I do this dungeon as a monk? But that just stresses me out, man. I'm like, I'd rather just, like, stand in the mechanic, you know? Like, Just root me. I don't care. I have Tiger's Lust if I need it. I have leg sweep, ROP. Like I have so many ways to break this. But dude, thinking about like doing like cool little fancy maneuvers, like it just stresses me out so bad. Cause just the room for it to go poorly is so high. Oh, don't hit me. Nice. I'm gonna knock this one up. Okay, we have Lust coming up in a minute. Okay, I have big damage rolling. Uh-oh, Demon Hunter. No. Okay. We need some more percent. Oh yeah, we got this in the bag. As long as there's no like swirly deaths. We also have Lust here. We should be fine. What's up, Narides? Good to see you. How are you doing today? How was your weekend, Narides? Let's go ahead and click Lust. Get some big damage rolling in. No swirly deaths. Very nice. I don't know if we actually need to kill the Overseer, but it looks like we're actually just nuking down the Overseer. But I will just Chain Lightning to be safe. I don't know how many of these we actually need. Okay, we only needed 2 of them. 65 IO, though. We definitely take that. That's a nice little injection that we needed. We can also trade in our key. And maybe hope to get, like, something that we could use it for. It's just an 11, though. Dang, no Sack Brood. Someone else did get Sack Brood, though. Any chance you don't need Sack Brood? Because I'm still rocking this horrible, horrible trinket. Me and the mage both asked if they need the trinket, so we're going to see. Surely they do need it. I mean, it's a Sack Brood, right? But it's always worth asking. He does need. No worries. GG. Alright. Our wheels they've hit the ground. And we are rolling. We just got to keep this momentum up. Just got off and headed to the gym, man. Good luck rest of the stream. I'll be back if you're still on. Andy, good luck at the gym. Stay safe. Use good technique. And what else can I say? Stay hydrated. Boom. Good tips. Okay. Now that we've gotten an Ara-Kara under our belt, we need to I'm just going to work right from left. We're going to hit up Dawnbreaker. Straight up, go straight into Dawnbreaker. Let's filter out everything else. Get rid of all that noise. We're going to go to 13s, 12s, 14s. These guys are probably going to accept us in this 12. Let's try the 14 first. Let's put our mains IO. Just see if they want us. Blah, blah, blah. I hate when a spell has a 15-second uptime and 15-second CD. Just make it passive. I know, right? Like, or make it instant cast. Like, why is this on the GCD? You know what I mean? It's so lame. Just, like, nerf it and put it on the GCD. Or take it off the GCD. I really want a 13 Dawnbreaker, but beggars can't be choosers. Maybe they were farming that dungeon like I was farming Eco. I gave away 4 trinkets out of there. I literally have given away 3... No. The first trinket that I got was the Mastery Trinket in that dungeon in Ecodome. And I was running with my guild's Shadow Priest. And he was like, oh my god, that's my best trinket. Can you please trade it with me? This was still like day 3 of the season. And unfortunately, like, I could not trade it. I felt so bad. And then I literally, like, the next day, I got 2 more in the same day. But I wasn't running with him. And I traded those away. And oh, it felt so bad. Oh, goodness, goodness. What's up, LB? Dude, we're just absolutely grinding. It's kind of crazy, this group. You would think they'd take a Resto Shaman, but... No, they want a double Druid. Okay. More power to you. We can also look for a Halls. Halls is right next to Dawnbreaker in our bottom keys. They're both untimed 12s. And this Halls key that we did was a we were on track to time it. I included it in my video. We were on track to time it, and then our hunter DC'd on the final boss, and we missed time by less than 5 seconds. So it was just tragic. Like, we had that one in the bag, and yeah, just someone DC'd. What can you do? Hall's 13. Let's queue up 4. That'd be a nice gain. So yeah, we're not messing around today. I've put in the work, put in the hours trying to grind out my gear to a better spot, and no more of this trying to like force it. I'm trying to play methodically, trying to focus on the keys that we need and gain IO in nice steady chunks this time. A time 10 is better than bad 12. It depends on how quickly you time the 10. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we like +2 or +3 this 10 or something crazy. But yeah, 20, almost 23 minutes on a streets, which has like, I think a 35-minute timer. So yeah, we had like 12 minutes left or something ridiculous. And then Hall's untimed, yeah. It, especially once you get up to 12s, I'm pretty sure there's more of like a untimed penalty for 12s. But we were in this key. What key was it? Halls. Let's do this thing. Halls of Atonement. Let's go. Also, if y'all missed it on Friday, I'm not trying to shill out. But y'all know I am recently semi-sponsored by gfuel. I don't really know if it's sponsor, if it's just... I guess I can say sponsor, because it's an affiliate sponsorship. But they supported our stream in a way that's really cool. They let us give away some tubs of gfuel, which was just fun. I mean, there were a couple people signed up for the giveaways and stuff, but I was able to give away 3 things, and I need to reach out and see how it's going, if they've been able to hear from them and whatnot. But it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can do something like that in the future. But like I said, back on Friday, I do want to make like some kind of merch, and not just like some silly t-shirt. I probably will end up making a t-shirt at some point, but I want to make, like, now that I'm still like a very small content creator, like I want to make like a mouse pad, or like, something very practical that's like Mistweaver or healer themed, that has like cool branding on it and stuff, and do like some giveaways of that kind of thing. Like something, practical, because I feel like, I don't think I could, if I made like some kind of shirt or something with my logo, I don't think anyone would buy it. But I definitely think, like, if I made it practical and cheap, shit, like, I would be someone who would buy that. Like, if it's a mouse pad, I love cool mouse pads. Like, I'm a sucker for them. He's asking if it's a Halls. Halls of Atonement, +13. This is going to give us a nice little bonus. Going up to a 13, 78. It'll give us about 60 IO. If we're able to time this. And last time that I did Halls on this character, I was really struggling with not overcommitting cooldowns on the first Thrasher. But I think now that we're running Farseer, Cloudburst Totem can kind of handle a Thrash on its own if I use it after I use a cooldown on the previous one, which is a lot better than Healing Stream Totem that I was using with Totemic Shaman. So I feel like we should be poised a lot better to handle this dungeon than we were like a week or 2 ago. All right, let's Earth Shield up. Use our Earth Living. Press all our shields. Press our AoE buff. It's called Sky Fury, right? Mastery increased by 2, and auto attacks have a 20% chance to instantly strike again. That's really cool. I really wish that they would do a thing with Mistweaver where your melee strikes like also proc Ancient Teachings or something. That would be really cool. Or make like a rogue healer where like your melee, like you're all about buffing your melees and stuff. What's my item level now? It is 703. So I didn't really get too many item levels, but I definitely did re-stat my character over the weekend. So I grinded out a lot of haste pieces. So like this necklace, for example, over like a verse mastery necklace. Hey, what's up, Marie? Good to see you. Very good to see you. Hopefully your weekend went well. Hopefully this key goes well. I am not our only luster. I'm just going to sit on this Houndmaster. I'm not going to do too much damage to it because I don't want to rip aggro on anything. But I think I just focus my kick here. I'll put a stun there. Just going to click Lust. Kick Loyal Beasts. Popped Ascendance here. I'm going to put down Cloudburst to heal into this Ascendance. So this Ascendance can heal into the Cloudburst. Okay, I just used my kick, and Loyal Beast's going to cast in 8 seconds. So I do need to knock up the Houndmaster. I just put down Poison Cleansing Totem on accident. Pop that Cloudburst. Pop my shield trinket. Or button. Oh! Loyal Beast almost went off. Oof. Someone face tanked a Sinquake. Our tank also has 41 stacks. That's crazy. Let's pop Healing Tide and Cloudburst. Dang. Too many casts going off, I think. Oh! Ow, stop shooting me. Goodness gracious. Took so many shots to the face. Okay, that was pretty ugly, not gonna lie. What do we have coming into this one? We might not go all the way to the Thrasher. It looks like we're doing one pull before the Thrasher. That'll give me a lot of time to get cooldowns back, which I really like, and I also just ripped aggro with just casting a Riptide, which is always fun. Let's go and put down a stun. And knock up. This guy's going to recast. I don't have my kick. This DK is getting focused down by these hunters. Kick this Wicked Bolt if I can. You know what's stupid? How many mechanics Death Knights can just cheese with their shield? Like, there are so many mechanics they can just cheese, like, straight up. They just don't, they ignore it. Like, I was running a dungeon with one of my guildies. He was playing as DK alt, and he was just, like, literally trying his shield versus random mechanics, right? And we were on the first boss of Ecodome, and he was like, oh, if I use my shield when I get one of the 2 marks that you have to run out, I just don't get the debuff. Like, that's so stupid. Like, you don't take any damage as a Death Knight. Like, there's so many things that Death Knights can literally cheese. And, you know, I remember there was a time where people were, like, complaining about... oh, no. People were literally complaining about diffuse magic. Like, buddy... This is just diffuse magic on giga steroids. Oh, we still have that Thrasher all the way on the right to go to. Okay. So far, I mean, we had 2 deaths early on, but that Lust Pool is always a risk. So I think we're kind of going well. My weekend went fine. Thanks for asking. How about you? Hope the key is going well. Got ahead of the curve today. That's fantastic. I know a lot of my guildies got together on some of their characters and got ahead of the curve, and it was like a really hard thing to do on their characters too. So that is like incredible, Marie. How did you like it? I think Dementius is just so much fun. Like, he's such a sick boss. Oh no! What can I cast? Fire bolts? Yeah, Dementius is such a sick boss. Like, I think it's just like one of the most epic fights I've ever seen. But my weekend went very well. I reconnected with some old friends and had a good time. Like, loved hanging out with everyone. And yeah, just like super good weekend. My family was in town. I was very busy. I had to stay up till like 4 a.m. to get my video out on Sunday. And so I was very tired yesterday, but I took a long nap yesterday, which I don't nap ever. Like, I never take naps, but I was able to yesterday and slept for a long time and then still kept my sleep schedule normal. Like, I went to bed early last night, so just a super good weekend, honestly. Pretty stressful, but like a healthy amount of stress. I definitely know that like I haven't really posted much Mistweaver stuff lately, and I'm aware of that. And I do want to work on getting a Mistweaver video out soon. So, like I want to do like a caster key video, or like maybe talk through my talent choices in a caster key or something. Something like that. I feel like those are always fun videos to make, and I know you guys like watching it typically. Like, y'all like watching those. Or also like Sithweaver. I know that build I could have come back for a while. Oh god, this is really hurting. So yeah, I'm debating one of the. Maybe I make both of those videos coming up. So like, I do think I can make a separate build for. Oh, don't want to target that guy. I can make a caster build and a Sithweaver build that are really fun. What's up, Gumshoe? Good to see you. So far, keys are going pretty good. We started off with a failed Tazavesh streets, but it was just kind of like all around. People were failing mechanics. I even stood in a swirly. Like, it just wasn't meant to be. We probably let it go on a little too long before we realized this is not timeable, but that's okay. At least the group was willing to stick around that long, you know? I'm going to put down... Okay, we're in our free ascendance. Going to just put down a third one, which I don't think I'll need, but just to be safe. Nice. Okay, boss time. Let's do it. Well, not yet boss time. I'm going to rebuff... Go and stun. Get our big ancestor out here and just spam some chain lightnings. Alright, I'm going to swap my focus to something with higher health, so I can just keep spamming these chain lightnings. And knock that guy up just so he doesn't run too far. Swap back to the Houndmaster. Whew. Was super fun. Got one of my biz trinkets in raid and got a mount. That's awesome. I'm curious which trinket you got. And also, you got the mount? Wait, what mount did you get? What boss drops a mount? Does the final boss drop a mount, maybe, Dementius? Might have to dispel someone here. You got a mount from the raid? Hello? Where is this mount and how do I farm it? Need to be standing over here. Yeah, I knew I'd bait that one. Alright. This boss is just a punching bag, honestly. Do need to be careful, though. Like, can't let people get too low. I'm trying to let my Riptide healing kind of carry us. Down a Cloud Burst. Alright, we should be good. Muted? Uh-oh. What did I say? Oh, you can't hear me. Uh-oh. Why can't you hear me? Oh, no. What the heck? Why am I muted? Oh, man. I don't know what to do. I see my mic moving. Dang. Alright, did I just fix it? Why am I muted? Oh, this is so annoying. Well, I'm hearing that the audio is fine on YouTube. Oh man, this is so annoying. What is up with Twitch? Why is Twitch so weird? Pop might offensive. I have 5 stacks. I'm also completely rooted, by the way, because I have 5 stacks of a slow. Yikes. Is the audio still out? Oh, we're pulling more. Is it just my stream that is lagging? I don't know. Try hitting refresh. Because I know Vicar said they can't hear me either. Oh, man. Me too. Also muted on Twitch. YouTube is fine. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? I have to pull up my Twitch and see what's going on. Why am I muted? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have to look at it after this key. I didn't change a setting or anything. I don't know what. It's just like a Twitch thing, I think. I swear, when everything is looking good in the stream, Twitch just always messes up. Like, it's every time. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oof, somehow I got the warrior in that. Oh man, that's so annoying. Dude, warriors are so cool. This guy just like dodged the bleed too, which is crazy. Oh no, it's just so annoying because like, oh man, it's so frustrating. Like every time that something goes wrong with the stream, you just see the view count just like drop, like, and there's nothing you can do really. I'm gonna put down a Spirit Link totem here. I don't know why the mage just wouldn't get in the Spirit Link totem, but whatever. Oh boy. Be-res the tank? Oh, okay. Oh yikes. Does the mage have 12% in him? Can I kite this boss? Oh goodness. No! No! It doesn't look good, Chief. You're right. Is the sound back? Did I break my mic or something? Okay. Is the mic back? It looks like it's moving now. Oh no. This is sad. They're saying they think the tank DC'd. They did DC. Oh man. Everything was quiet, then you started talking out of nowhere. Okay, hey, the sound is back though. I don't know what happened with our sound, but my mic was just broken on Twitch for a while. We lost like our whole entire Twitch viewership, but hey, I guess we grind that back. Dang, we literally went from like close to 30 down to 11 on Twitch. That's so sad. That's so heartbreaking as a small streamer. I don't know what that was. But hey, at least we're back. At least we're talking again. What's my Shami IO now? It is... it is... Where is it? 2728. But this is the, like, third time in a row we've done a Halls of Atonement, and it just bricks out of nowhere because someone disconnects. Yeah, Marie, I don't know what was going on with the audio there, but it was a Twitch thing, but... Oh, man, that key was going so well, and then the tank DC'd. Oh, that's so sad. Sound is back. I feel like that was an issue, like, with Twitch there or something. I don't know, but that's very big sad. That key was going so smooth, too. But what can you do? You really can't help if someone disconnects. Okay. Well, there's a Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker 13 would be huge. Dang, the key was going so well. So well. I did get to kite that boss of it, which was actually pretty fun. But, oh, really unfortunate. Man, that key was going so good. We were so going to time that. I'm going to post in Discord that our sound is back. For those watching on Twitch, the sound is back. I'm not going to like at everyone. I'm just going to post it. But dang, that's so sad. We lost our like entire viewership we had built up. Okay. Put me in one of these keys, coach. Ah, we had that key. It's okay. Now we get to try our hand at Dawnbreaker. Yo. Gotta go ahead and hearth out because we can't use our ports. Yeah, it always sucks, but like you can't blame people a lot of the time. Sometimes it's just like their internet, you know. Like I literally just had a technical difficulty with my audio, so I can't really get mad at someone else if they have like a technical difficulty. Okay, while we fly here, I'm gonna fix this weak aura. Okay, this is the weak aura I want to fix. I need to take flight. So I want it to always show. I think that's under display. Progress settings. Position and size, maybe. I feel like it is under display. Maybe extra options. We were gonna get the heal of Brewmaster this time. I feel like there's an always show option. And I always struggle to find it. Show, here we go. There we go. It was under trigger. Gotcha. So now we should see Unleash Life the whole time. What's next after Shami? I'm at 2960 on Shami, and we'll focus HPAL. I think next up I really need to like, while I'm working on the Evoker, I'll be kind of cleaving the Holy Paladin and the Priest specs too. Yeah, I mean it's always loading, but it was I needed to always show. But this should be the fix. Dang, man. That was a tragic key. Alright, we're in Dawnbreaker. Is there anything special about this dungeon that like I might want a different talent for? I think we're fine. Improved Purify Spirit. Removes all curses. Yeah, true. I wonder if Jetstream Totem would also get rid of those slowing curses. Definitely don't need Poison Cleansing. Yeah. So let's try out Jetstream. I feel like I also do want Totemic Recall. Season Winds is actually broken in this dungeon. I feel like we should be fine. Why is it so damn hard to get into the key as a DPS? Think about it. It's as a healer, you're basically fighting against like 3 other people for 1 roll. So like you have like a 25% chance in that regard. But as a DPS, you're fighting for 3 rolls, yes. But you're fighting against like 50 other people that queue up. I need to buff. We got this. We were doing very well in that last dungeon. So we need to keep our momentum up. Don't let that get me down. Now aggressively kick the mage. Oh, I should not have dispelled the curse. Because the Stygian Seed is what I want to dispel. It kind of is throwing me off now that I can see this at all times again. Because I keep wanting to press it when I see that it's like, you know, my brain is telling me it's available when it's not, you know. So maybe I desaturate it when it's off cooldown. I feel like that could help me, like my brain not always want to press it. Okay, we're cruising. Just noticed you don't spec into Deluge. I'd pick that up, Deluge. I feel like that's down here, right? Deluge. It's not ringing a bell. I'll pop my defensive, put down a Cloudburst. Okay, I want to kick this Shadow Mage as often as possible. So I'm pretty sure those Night Bolts are shadow damage. And this dot, this debuff. Oh, I'm supposed to lust. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm still doing it. Oh, I'm so bad at being a lust spec. Why do I play specs with lust? Still think it's right for me just to send it. Oh god, I'm so bad. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them. Is Deluge the one where you do just more healing based on how many Riptides you have? Oh, someone just... What happened to them? It's crazy. I feel like here I need to be kicking Web Bolts, because I think that has the same damage type as the Cocoon. No time to rest. Head to the next ship and defeat the crew. Yeah, that's true, but I also have the same issue on my healer, though. Well, what healer spec do you play? Because a lot of people are really picky about the type of healer you are, you know. Let's click our real food. That rules out Survival Hunter and Enhancement Shaman for your series with Vlad. Honestly, true. Oh no. I canceled my mount. Yeah, big true. That's sad too, because both those specs sound so much fun. I played Survival Hunter a good bit back in Shadowlands, like as an alt for sure, but like I'm gonna have to Nature Swiftness this. But I played it as like my main alt basically for a while, and I loved it. Like I love Survival Hunter, but back then it was a little different. And plus that was the only time I've ever like enjoyed playing PvP. I thought Survival Hunter was so much fun in PvP. Because you would just like you would just maintain like in PvE, Survival Hunter is like a big burst spec, or it was like a big bomby burst spec. But in PvP, what you would do is you would just keep your bleed, your bomb dot, and your poison on them, and then you would just kite around and just maintain those three dots. And eventually, like, it was so much dot damage that the healer would just run out of mana because they couldn't keep up with your dot damage, and then you would go in and burst them. And it was actually so much fun to heal or to damage like that. Ugh. I'm gonna need some mana here, I think. Okay, I've clicked our mana food. I will sit here and drink until she puts me in combat. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a Cloudburst Totem so I can pop it into the oh, I need to be baiting as well. Can pop it into this. Ooh, I'm so good at being a ranged player. I'm gonna meet up with the other ranged players so that we can bait better. Put down a Cloudburst. Put down Healing Tide. Oh, I'm so good at this game. It's taken me this long to gain the habit of baiting. But hey, we take it. I have a Cloudburst saved up. Gonna bait here. I have Ascendance ready for when we get back down. But yeah, I loved playing Survival Hunter back in the day. I know nowadays it's a lot different than it used to be, but back then it was so much fun. And I forget what legendary you ran, but I think it was one that like your bombs would like trigger again or something, or maybe they would like. I know you had like a talent where your bombs would like cycle between 3 different kinds of bombs, and that was pretty cool. I'll pop a sentence here. Hi, can you please tell me why I can't log on other realms? Like, you can't log onto your characters, or you can't run logs. I feel like you should be able to run logs on other realms, right? I feel like that's a thing. Can you not run logs if you're on another realm? Pop my defensive here. I don't know. I don't know. I've never encountered that before, personally. Interesting. I don't know why that would be, though. What would cause that? Go ahead and Healing Tide. I have no idea. I really don't know. It could just be an issue with, like, the software you're using to log. So, like, if you're using the Warcraft Logs app, maybe it's outdated. I know I use the, like, external add-on whenever I log. Oh, people don't fly yet. Okay, the warrior has a little bit of the dot left on him. He's probably gonna die.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ugh. Well, it's on him. He took off before I could heal him. Can't do much about that. Tried to speed down here and do a quick riptide, but I couldn't. I was never there with him. But yeah, I feel like that's got to be what it is. It's got to be what you're. It's got to be what you're. Whatever you're using to log has to be kind of outdated, or maybe there's a patch open or something. Let's see. Not my YouTube name. For Farseer, oh, I see that I'm behind a bit on YouTube chat. Give me a moment. I'm having to watch my feet for these black swirls, and then, or the black hail swirls, and then I'll be able to catch back up. Hopefully, depending on where we go after this pool. I'm gonna pop my shield here. Okay. Gotta go through Healing Rain to get it, but it's worth the extra 15% healing with Riptide. I was using using Healing Rain before, and I do like Healing Rain even with this build in dungeons like Dawnbreaker, where there's telegraphed damage instances like the spider boss, where you know you're about to have to do a bunch of healing for like the decaying, whatever they're called, abyssal decay or whatever it's called, decay surge. I don't know. But like that mechanic where it's like you know this big damage instance is coming up and you have time to prep for it. I really do like having Healing Rain there just to have like a little additional healing pouring in where you can cast a spell now that's going to help the healing later. You know what I mean? I also do like it in Halls of Atonement where you can put it down before the thrashes. Just mechanics like that, right? But the reason why I swapped off Healing Rain in this build is because at the time, I just did not have enough haste to where there was no time to even prep a Healing Rain, like, at all before that damage, because by the time my DBM told me that it was time to, you know, start prepping for those healing mechanics, like, I had to just, like, cast some Riptides around, you know, I just didn't have time. So that's why I personally swapped off Healing Rain, but eventually, if I get enough haste, I might swap back, but it would be dungeon dependent. I definitely feel like Healing Rain is only really worth taking for a few mechanics, and really we might find that we don't even need it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, it's basically like a pre-applied hot, you know? Okay, so we're lusting this when we can. Hey LB, hope the keys are going well. Currently hating on the fact people voted Ara-Kara back, aka the Pug Killer. Yeah, it's definitely an annoying dungeon. We're gonna lust once we can. Still can't though. 3, 2, 1. Popping an offensive, popping lust. But I know a lot of people just like have completely, I know a lot of people have even taken it off their bars, like Unbound, Healing Rain and stuff. Like, you know, I've gone this far not using it in this build, and I think it's totally fine. But I do think it's like, you can find a use case for it, and it's still a great spell in some situations. It's just, it is a lot less synergistic with the with this build. But like I said, it only has like a few use cases that I would even consider using it for. And I feel like if I run Healing Rain, I just have that mentality to just like maintain it. I need to pop my shield here. I'm like, oh, I have Healing Rain available. I need to refresh it. But really, you don't need to on a lot of pools. Like I said, it's just that telegraph damage where you don't really have a global to... You don't really have anything else you need to be casting. You just need to prep for the damage coming up. That's when it's like fine to cast, you know. But Deluge, apparently you need to go through Healing Rain to get there. It's not true. Deluge is strong and almost all title pushing shamans take this talent. Even if you waste a point on Healing Rain. I'll have to read Deluge. I don't even know. I don't know. You know, I play all 7 healers, so it's kind of hard remembering a lot of the talents by name. You know what I mean? Because if I knew all 7 healers' talents by name, that's where you need to do a welfare check on me. Because if I know that much by name, something's not right in my head. That's crazy. But a lot of talents, like I do learn a lot of like the main ones, especially the ones that I play around a lot. Like here, I've had to learn Seasoned Winds to do this dungeon because Seasoned Winds is so strong in this dungeon. Whereas before the season, I did not even know what that talent was called, or that it even existed, to be fair. Ooh, I've never gone this far over. Here, we still have to go back and get the, like, Shadow Decay mini-boss. Go ahead and put down Healing Tide. Just to catch up in healing. But yeah, this build feels so much better now that I have, like, literally 4 times the amount of haste that I had last week. This build felt unplayable without haste, but now I feel like I can actually react in time, and I'm not relying as much on like healing stream totems healing and stuff. And I can actually pump enough healing into a cloudburst to make it worth it, so This build feels so much better. What's up, Marin? It's good to see you. Very good to see you. Everyone picks up Deluge for Mythic Plus. It's 2 points you waste and could use it more than 15%, but okay. But looking at the 1% as a build for us, mere mortals isn't smart. They are playing in a different way than the rest of us. I mean, I'll have to look at even what the talent is to even join the conversation, you know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of times people in the top end take things because they need it, like, especially like defensive talents. I see a lot of people take like these random defensive talents, but they literally need them to survive like heal checks and stuff. Let's put down a Cloud Burst. Might be able to just... If I can store up enough healing into this Cloud Burst, I might be able to just use it to solo this Decay. I don't know if it'll last. Oh, this poor warrior is getting Decay again. I'm going to move my Earth Shield to him. Big AMZ. I have a Cloud Burst down. Should be fine. It's on me. I will use my defensive, but that really does suck coming into this next boss. Okay, that was my Cloud Burst popping. I don't want to use another one, but I will. Just to be safe. Just go ahead and pop it. Okay, boss time. Is there a way to check out the Deluge healing bonus? There is. Once I get a chance, I'll check my talents, but right now I'm a little nervous coming in. I'm trying to limit my small brain power. Whoop.
Only the strongest.
Exhibit A. God. I literally jinxed myself. Landed into a frontal. I'm actually the dumbest person on this planet, and you can't debate that. I don't think anyone would try, but you cannot debate that. Literally talking about how small brain can't even talk. Talking about how small brained I am. Trying to limit the usage of my tiny little brain in all three of its cells, and then I just land into a frontal. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, oh goodness. That's okay. We're fine. We just wasted a B-res, but we still have another one. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, but I just know, knowing my luck, it will, and I'm going to feel really bad. But no, we can't think like that. We're fine. We are so fine. Now we're going to have full count. We're going to get to 94. Perfect. I have full mana. We have every button we need. So I'm going to Cloud Burst each orb. I'm going to sit on my Unleash Life and the other thing. So I'm going to drop Cloud Burst as late as possible. Maybe I just save my Ancestral Swiftness for the Decays. We have Cloud Burst still. This should be fine. Pop Cloud Burst. Oh yeah, that was pretty chill. And I can just sit here, let my hots do their job. Get a kick in. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna save my swiftness. Oh no, I accidentally moved my mouse over, like, off of my nameplates and accidentally pressed my chain heal button. But since I moved off of my nameplates, it cast Chain Lightning there. So I Ancestral Swiftness to Chain Lightning. This one I don't really need to do too much for, because we have a lot of downtime here. So I'm going to sit on my Unleashed Life and just make sure that I have it for this next decay. Also going to pop my defensive here. Kick that. So defensive. Cloud Burst. Healing Tide. Tank did get hit by that. We have all of our healing modifiers going. Very nice. Okay, that was the big one. What do I have here? I have Ascendance here. I do have a Cloudburst coming off, but kind of don't want to use it. Nah, screw that. We're going to use it. I'm going to kick this. Pop Ascendance, pop Cloudburst. Let's go ahead and Ancestral Swiftness. That Cloudburst is ready. Let's go ahead and pop it. Still have Spirit Link Totem. Kind of saving that in my back pocket. I was thinking about using it when the Warrior was dropping really low, that 1 decay. But I knew I had enough time to like do a hard casted heal into a Riptide on the Warrior and save him. And that's the one that we have a lot of time for, so we're just gonna pump damage. Alright, we have good Riptides coming upstairs. I think we're okay. Just gotta stay safe, no more stupid deaths. Really spread out here. We have double melee, but one of them's a DK. The other one's a Warrior. I feel like Warrior's also pretty good against this mechanic. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a Cloudburst and do what I can. I'm gonna shield myself. Ancestral Swiftness. It's unfortunate that I got the first one. I do have my defensive up though. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Oh, they're stacked right on top of each other. Come on. Killing me, Smalls. My Cloudburst popping absolutely saved the day there. Put down another Cloudburst. Good, it went on the tank. I can just spot heal. Get rid of that curse. The Night Bolt. That'll help me during this Tormenting Eruption. I'm pretty sure, perfect. I'm pretty sure that Seasoned wins. You need to kick a spell that has the same spell school, I think, is how it works, of the damage that you want to mitigate. So right there, I kicked a Shadow spell, and this Tormenting Eruption is Shadow, so that's actually huge. Put down Healing Tide. I feel like that shouldn't come back to bite us. We have plenty of cooldowns ready. As long as I can maybe recoup some mana during this downtime, just cast some damage spells, we should be fine. I'm gonna say I'm ready. I don't want to have the tank not in melee. I should be fine on mana. I'm a Resto Shaman. And yeah, we were able to get a full drink off, so should be fine. We have Rolling Acid coming, and then Erosive Spray in 8. So for this spray, I'm just going to Cloudburst. So I'm going to go ahead and put down Cloudburst. I'm going to use both of my Ancestor spells, and then pop the Cloudburst here. Yeah, Seasoned Winds is so good for managing a lot of the hardest mechanics in this dungeon. If you're like really on top of your kicks, you can basically like maintain a relevant 30% mitigation, which is really good. How does this guy still have that debuff? I'm so confused. Corrosive Spray, pop Ascendance. Just really top up the one guy that has that debuff. I'm gonna save my Ancestral Swiftness. We're kind of like fine on damage, so I'm not gonna Ancestral Swiftness just yet. Yeah, I probably should have. Refresh my dot. Let me fly. We should be fine. Still holding on to Spirit Link Totem, so I feel like we're so fine.
5,
Oh no.
3,
Get there, get there, get there. Whew. That got close. Hey, what's up, Iacade? Very nice to see you. Perfect landing. Yeah, really rough. Deluge, by the way, you guys are saying. Target's affected by you. Okay, yeah, so we are basically always under Riptide. So yeah, that's definitely a good talent. Very good talent. Basically 15% bonus healing from you. And I wonder if it also procs off of your ancestors, like chain heals and healing surges and whoa, healing waves. Forgot I was mounted. Okay, we do have Lust. I'm just gonna send it here. I feel like people might be in their cooldowns maybe. So we just flew for a long time, so surely people's cooldowns have recovered. Okay, I will use Unleash Life, but I'm kind of afraid. I just want to sit on my Ancestral Swiftness. I'm going to go ahead and put down a Cloudburst. Okay, we can pop the Cloudburst. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a Cloudburst now too. Focusing a lot more on the healing than my damage, which I feel like what's been getting me wrong is that I just want to do more damage. Like, I'm excited to see Farseer's damage potential, but that is just, I need to play a lot safer for these keys, because I need to remember I am still pugging. I have the pug mindset. The damage will get done. Go and put down Healing Tide. Put down Cloudburst. Pop that Cloudburst. Ooh, that was juicy. Now we have Ascendance. We have Spirit Link Totem. Got a Erosive Spray starting soon. I'm going to go ahead and put down Cloudburst. I'll wait till it starts, then pop Ascendance. Very nice. Keep these Riptides down. Oh, I was about to say, oh, did I never lust? Oops, but no, I did. Apparently. Hey, we did it. Ooh, 67 IO. Okay. We're kind of killing it. We are absolutely killing it. Perfect landing. You think it does? Okay, if that's how it works, then that is very nice. Yeah, this phase is easy AF. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's get our loot. All 255 gold. 200. Oh, not even 255, dude. These tariffs, man. I'm telling you. What did people get? Someone got a plate helm with a socket. Someone else got cloth shoulders. GG. Dude, we would have also timed that Halls of Atonement if our tank hadn't DC'd. So we're kind of on, like, I'm kind of on a streak. We're absolutely rolling through these dungeons. Now we need halls or streets. Basically, either Tazavesh and then halls is what we're going to filter down to. So halls, Tazaveshes. And we're going to go for 13s and 14s. So let's look up 14. Let's queue up to 14s first, just in case. For like easy keys like the 2 Tazaveshes. Then we'll start queuing up for some 13 other ones. Okay. Now I can just spam these queues. But dude, today is actually going very smoothly. I can't complain. I love the Farseer spirits. They are a lot more satisfying than I thought they'd be. I really think I have this problem where I relate everything to Mistweaver's old Fallen Order monks. And these are not really anything like those, so it's kind of cool. It's like they're little, they're like the mage clones. Like, they just mimic what you do. Sorry if that was loud. I had to kind of adjust my mic. You don't waste 2 points. You spend 2 points and get 15% more healing. Yeah, I definitely don't think 15% I would call a waste, really. You want to take it, in my opinion, but only to get Deluge. It never casts it. Like, I would cast Healing Rain for very specific situations, but it would probably be, like, once or twice a dungeon and very dungeon-specific. But the question is, like, what would I drop here? Ooh, Tazavesh 14 Streets. We take that. Do I drop Ancestral Awakening? Maybe 1 point here? And then what else is worth dropping? Maybe... Can't be High Tide, right? What would I drop? Do I just... Where do I find these 2 points? What do you guys recommend? Doing only 12s, is it enough to reach 3K or do you need some 13s? I feel like nowadays you need all 13s and like 2 14s, I want to say. You say drop both Ancestor talents? I guess so. These guys are cool though. I don't hate it. Alright, so now we have Deluge. Basically 15% more healing. I guess we should be able to see exactly how much healing that talent was giving us. It was Ancestral Awakening. It was giving us like 6% of our overall, which isn't nothing. That is a lot of healing. Yeah, that's not nothing. 30% on each of our healing surges or riptides. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't say how long these guys last, though. Is it just a one-time, they just pop in, do one heal, and go away? If so, that's kind of cringe. Dang, just checked my own Shaman to have it too, both on Raid and Mythic Plus spec. Why have I gotten it into my head that it wasn't worth? Elian, you have clearly never met my son. Sweet little guy, but dang, sometimes my wife always says intel comes from the mother. And when son does dumb things, just look at her, kill her eyes. Oh, goodness. Pug mindset, better to have an ability you don't use than not have an ability you needed one time. Exactly. Like, I always try to take the more defensive, like, more safe option when it comes to pugging. I'd run the more Riptides talent with this build over Spouting Spirit. Dude, Spouting Spirits is just so broken. Like, I can't drop this talent. Like, I'm sorry. This talent is so good. Like, I get it. It's not necessary. Like, I'm not saying it is, but I feel like ever since they fixed its bug, you definitely do notice it's less powerful, but I'm in the camp that this talent is really, really strong. But I think you mean this one, Primal Tide Core. But the thing is, like, before big damage events, like, I'm able to kind of blanket the whole party anyways in Riptides. So I haven't really noticed that, like, I need more Riptides, you know? But I see what you mean. I definitely think there's an argument for it. This is a pretty sick talent, you know? I love that talent in Raid. Back in Shadowlands, I used to play the Chain Harvest build, and this talent was really fun. I think it might have been a legendary back then. I think this was a legendary in Shadowlands. But this is like one of my favorite talents in the game. Yo, what's up, Bamboo? Good to see you. Very good to see you. Or drop the Healing Tide talent on the right that gives you instant healing surges. Yeah, but I'm kind of like, I know that talent's not worth it, June. Like, trust me, I know that talent is, it's not the best, but the reason why I'm not going to drop this talent is because I've trained myself to expect it. And I know if I pop Healing Tide and then start casting Healing Surges while moving, and like my brain will just think I'm Healing Tide or Healing Surging, and then that doesn't happen, I know that would get someone killed. So like I know this is not a very efficient talent, but it's it's basically like if I were to untalent out of Spirit Walker's Grace, and then like press this keybind thinking that I have it for 15 seconds and I don't. You know what I mean? So like that's why I'm not gonna do it. But I agree with you. I think that is like dropping this 1 point and putting 1 point here, I think is probably the play. But I don't disagree. But like I said, that's like a very personal thing. It's like I know it's basically a handicap of mine that I expect to have that passive. Yeah, that phase is pretty chill. I think that the only thing that's scary about that phase, the final phase, the last boss, is the webs. Like if the webs catch someone, or like they stack them or something, or they fall off the little ledge. Other than that, though, it's pretty chill. Okay, so we are going to Tazavesh Streets. We're doing a plus 14, by the way. Can't have any stupid deaths. I need to remember I am the lust here. So I need to lust like the second pool, I think. I'm just gonna ask to make sure we're all on the same page. Like, I know I'm supposed to lust second pool, but just to make sure. Do you have your own weak auras for all your healers? Nowadays, yes. I used to use someone else's paladin one, but I ended up making, like, I've kind of slapped together a paladin one. It definitely needs a lot more work. But yes, I do use my own weak auras. They're all, I'm pretty sure they're all available at this point. Maybe not the paladin one because it's very recent. But they should all be available. If you go to wago.io and just type in like LB Ninja 7, you should see my account, or at least like some of my weak auras, and be able to find them all from there. Or in my Discord, I have a My UI section that can help you get there too. Use the Mistweaver one, and it's my favorite. I have two Mistweaver ones. So I have the one where it's kind of like this one, where it's all like in one big clump, or I have the tiered one that's like a triangle kind of. We need a buff, water shield. Get some riptides out. Lethal force authorized. Just gotta watch my feet. That's it. I'm watching my feet. See, I'm so used to playing a melee healer that mechanics like that, like, I never would have to deal with. And I'd like watch our ranged DPS, or like, you know, yeah, watch our ranged DPS just die to it, and I'm like, how do you die to that? But now that I'm playing range, it's just like, if you're not paying attention, it is something that you could just forget, you know? Especially playing this, like if I put down a Cloudburst totem, the Cloudburst swirly looks just like that swirly. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop Lust. Ooh. Down a Cloudburst. Kick a bolt. I'm gonna stun here too. Do our knock up. A healing tide as well. Oof, our DK did take a beam clip. He was about to get cast on. I quickly swapped to that guy and kicked, but he died the moment that I pressed those buttons. He would have been kicked by me had he not died. Okay, 0 deaths on that pool. That's pretty nice. We take that. Kick these bolts. Cloudburst. Honestly, I just missed the sound of Healing Rain, so I just pressed there, just cuz. I don't even think I have Acid Rain talented. I just cast it to cast it. Just to remember the old times, the old Surging Totem times. Back when life was simpler, you know? Okay, I need to try to squeeze in some amount of damage. Ooh, I don't like this. I am way over here, but hey, at least I LOS the damage there. We take that. That's one upside. Just gotta kick and dodge. I will say this mini boss is so annoying as a Mistweaver because like he spawns these little things in melee, like he aims it at melee. But being a caster, like you kind of don't have to deal with them as much. Every now and then like one will aim at you, but it's kind of like feels a little semi-random. But it's a lot nicer than when you're actually in melee trying to stick to the boss, but then you dodge the wrong way and then you kind of just have to AFK until you can like step through a rift and pray it doesn't hit you. And yeah. How do you feel about Holy Pot in this season? Honestly, it has absolutely shocked me, no pun intended. But I am like surprised at how good it is. If you watch the episode that I just posted, like I posted this weekend, of the All Healers to 3K series, I kind of talked about it. Like I wasn't intending on really playing the Paladin much last week, but I just wasn't having much success with anything else. And so I started playing it, and I got so much done last week on it, and it like had an easier time than some of my more geared healers. So I definitely think it's very slept on this season, but I think it's one of those healers where it's kind of always slept on, you know. Okay, I need to not get hit by the frontal there, but maybe I just sit here and spam heal this guy because yeah, they're burning down the cell. Definitely just need to heal the person trapped in the cell. Noted for next time. I go ahead and put down a Cloudburst just to have something saved up. Oh my goodness, Vlad. You say his name 3 times and he appears, dude. What is up, Vlad? How are you doing today? How's your stream? And how is your series going? How close are you? Because I've kind of hit like a wall. I kind of didn't get much progress done last week. So, well, on the main healers, but I did get a lot of alt progress done. But I wanna make sure we're kind of on the same pace. You know what I mean? But dude, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much for the support and for the raid, and also welcome into everyone from Vlad's stream. We are doing all healers to 3K, kind of a similar series to what Vlad's doing, except we don't have to deal with tank routes. We just play whack-a-mole with health bars. We're currently kind of on a tear today, to be honest. We have timed 2 keys and not timed 2 keys, but the 2 keys that we didn't time, well, one of them was a disconnect. Our tank just randomly DC'd, and we were doing so well in a Halls 13, so that one was definitely going well. Finally fixed some Twitch issues. I had some Twitch issues today, too. We randomly had, my Twitch mic stopped working, but only on Twitch. It was working on YouTube. And it was so devastating. You know how it is, like when you're streaming and then like some kind of technical issue happens and like your viewer count just like halves, you know, like, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So that was kind of like a big old downer, but honestly, like you showing up today is super, super, like it lifts my spirits, you know, it gets me back to where I'm like, okay, we're fine. Hello, Mr. Wholesome, reporting for viewer duties. What's up, Lenny? It's good to see you. Oh my goodness, and then Freeze Engine with the follow-up. You just like got alley-ooped, Freeze Engine. What's up, Freeze Engine? How was your stream? Dude, it's so... Dude, double raid. Is this Shadow Legends? What's going on here? Heyo, what's good? Our stream so far is going very well. We did have some technical issues earlier, but we got them fixed somehow. I don't even know what I did, but I just like kept asking, hey, is my mic working again? Is my mic working again? And then eventually it was. And here we are. So we take that. I need to focus this guy down. But honestly, I'm seeing a lot of progress today. Hey, I heard the sub sound. We couldn't get the sub sound to work for so long, and then finally like it just randomly started working too. So I guess, someone took the frontal. Dang, that was our first death, too. But I guess the best way to fix technical issues is just wait it out. And just eventually it'll fix itself. Oh, no. Don't yoink me into the beam. Oh, this is awkward. Nice. Oh, no. The beam. Oh, no. Oh, this is so bad. I'm going to have to Spirit Link Totem. Oh, that's tragic. The one person that was in the Spirit Link Totem with me was the other person at low health. So, oh, that's so sad. I love to hear you're making progress. Yeah, today I honestly, other than just now, like me being an absolute like idiot, we are doing all healers to 3K. We did the monk a few weeks ago. Then I've kind of been evenly cleaving them for the most part, like kind of working on a few each week. But with today being the final day of the week, I kind of wanted to just get a big push in. And I don't know how much we're going to be able to do today on the shaman, but so far, like, I think we've gained 150 IO. So the shaman is like a little under, I think, 2,800. But with us getting invited to 14s, and it's like 14s that I had a 10 of, like, I think, honestly, if the cards fall right, like, we could get it done in the next few keys, you know. But that's wishful thinking, but that's kind of how you have to think, like, just having wishful thinking, you know. All healers to 3K is diabolical. Honestly, yeah. It's definitely hard on my hands the most. Every night it's like, oh goodness. Every night I'm like, oh, my hands hurt so bad. Usually whenever I do this series, I have to like literally ice my hands at night just to keep them in like good shape. But I haven't had to do that yet, but I probably should. What a challenge. Wishing you the best of luck for that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. What G Fuel did you have today? Watermelon. Easy watermelon. Sipping on it right now. The watermelon is hands down my favorite, and it always has been. It was literally, when I did my first order ever a few years ago, I ordered 3 flavors, and one of them was watermelon, and ever since then, I've just, like, I always get a watermelon, like, in there. Ice your hands down, what do you mean? I mean, like, I'll get, like, a bucket. We have, like, a couple of these buckets that we got from, like, a Dollar General or something, and I will, fill it up with like cold water and then dump like a cup of ice in there and just like let my hands sit in there as long as I can take it, and then dry them for a bit and then repeat, you know, rinse and repeat. Like just trying to limit the, I guess like inflammation is probably what's happening with my hands, because my hands get like really sore. I just have like really bad, I've always had like a bad hand, even back when like I played sports in high school and stuff. But just trying to do what I can to like limit what's going on like in the actual inside of my hands, you know. And that usually does help, like whenever the season starts and like I'm playing a ton, like a lot of times I'll do that, and it really does get me right, you know. What would be your go-to healer if you wanted to carry pugs with kicks, utility, and damage? 1000% Resto Shaman. You can do good damage, like if you really want to, you can optimize your damage a ton. With Farseer, oh no. That's not good. But they also have a really low cooldown ranged kick. You also have a really low cooldown stun, AoE stun, and a low cooldown AoE knockup. And on top of that, you buff everyone's actual like maximum HP, so it just like smooths out the healing. Like things that would normally drop you down to 10% health will drop you down to 20% health, and it just makes it easier to react and stuff. You have Ghost Wolf if you need quick movement. You can do that at any time. You have good utility in like Poison Cleansing Totem for things like Ara-Kara. It just becomes a lot easier. That's got to be a bug. I feel like I see people tanking this boss here nowadays, and it's because you can make him drop all of his puddles in one spot, right? Like, is that why people do it? Is that what's going on there? That's crazy if so. Look at that. Oh, warrior. Oh, I was barely able to get him up to safety. A Cloudburst. I need a Lust here once this boss comes down, right? But yeah, I definitely think Resto Shaman's the go-to. I do think Presevoker is kind of joining in that discussion. Resto Druid is also in that discussion too. But I do think Resto Druid is a little bit more complicated, and it's harder to like weave in your kick because you do have to go into cat form, and so, or it puts you into cat form. Whereas Resto Shaman is just like you just play the game. I need a Lust. Hopefully I don't get flamed for lusting. I am not a person that plays a lust spec for a reason. Try to eat as few more while we can. I'm going to put down Windrush right next to the boss to help people. But Presevoker has a longer cooldown kick, and to me, you just lose a bit of control. Same with like Disc Priest would be in that discussion, but you just lack a lot of CC. But you can help dictate how a key goes with like PI, shields are really good, so. But yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, Mistweaver's also a great one. They have a low cooldown kick and stuff, but I just think you'll have a harder time carrying pugs on Mistweaver than a shaman would. It is so fun too, and Raid Amethyst Plus, I agree. No Mistweaver push this season. I'm kind of doing it like off stream a bit, but I'm letting it sit on the side while we just work on series. But I'm not like hardcore grinding. I think I'm like, I might be right outside of the top 100 monks or Mistweaver monks, but I'm not like hardcore grinding on my Mistweaver like I usually do. Just because we're working on a series. Honestly, like I'm just doing what I can to have fun for a whole season, you know, instead of, oh, not letting myself get burnt out, even though I'm literally playing the game nonstop, but doing what I can to have as much fun as possible, and I think that's just one of the ways that I do it, is I kind of just like, I like to change it up a bit. But I am still rating on my Mistweaver and everything. Mistweaver has like 2 buttons. Whoa, Mistweaver's definitely different this season. It has like 4 buttons, okay? Show some respect. We have Enveloping Mist, Vivify, Renewing Mist, and Rushing Wind Kick. And Thunder Focus Tea. Okay, you have to add that into our rotation nowadays. Dispel the Bomb. Whoa, people, move out of the thing that one-shots you. No, tank. We're gonna put down our stun. Tank, take the res. Oh, it's chaos. They all stood in that bomb, dude. That thing. Popping a defensive because I see those bolts coming my way. Can we come back from that? I think so. We have 18 minutes. We're already 6 minutes ahead of where we were in our last streets that we did. Okay, this is getting very sus. I'm going to put down Cloudburst. Just to have like another backup panic heal. Ah, I just hit the mic. Every time I look at chat, like something happens. So I'm trying to be as good as possible about not staring at chat during pools like this. Yeah, I miss punch and kick and raid. You know what? I've really been considering just forcing Chi-Ji in a raid. Like, so far, we basically we literally had a 5 million health wipe on Fractilis last week. Fractilis, however you say it. We had a 5 million HP wipe. So big sad. A PI is OP, I definitely agree. How do I feel about Holy Paladin? I think it's definitely slept on. Like every time I play Holy Paladin, I'm reminded at how good it feels after the buffs that it received in preseason. Okay, so it looks like we won a lust, maybe male boss, maybe. Am I progging Mythic? Yes. We killed. What's that boss called? It was such a bad kill. I literally popped Yulon and died immediately to a one shot. Like, Araz, the one that has all the 3 totems around the room that you need to like split up in. I hate that boss, but like literally I swear I popped Yulon and died immediately. It's so frustrating. That boss is so annoying, by the way. Like I hated healing it. But now we moved on to Fractilis and I am having a lot of fun on it, but like I said, we did have a very tragic wipe and we didn't get the kill last week, so we're gonna have to re-kill Araz this week and do all this stuff. I'm so annoyed. If I never had to see Forge Weaver Araz again, or whatever it's called, I would be such a happy camper. Because that boss is annoying to heal. But I'm really considering from now on Nexus King and Dementius whenever we get there, which should be next week. I'm really considering just forcing Chi-Ji. But I've done a lot of... Oh no, please don't be how we fail this key. This guy's stuck in the wall. Okay, he moved out now. I'm going to put down Healing Tide for better spot healing. But I did kill a few bosses last week. Last week was like the worst reclear I think I've ever had. But we re-cleared up till, you know, where we were progging. And I died on the first boss. And it was so sad because I was playing Chi-Ji. Because it was the first boss. I was like, you know what, I can just try out Chi-Ji. And I was playing Master of Harmony. And I was cranking. And then I popped Chi-Ji because we came up to this part where you all stack and like, you know, you move through the gate and you all stack and do a bunch of healing. I popped Chi-Ji, insta-death. Like an orb spawned underneath me, booped me into a beam, and I just died like immediately. And it was right after I popped Chi-Ji. I was so sad. Like I was cranking with a Master of Harmony build. I was probably gonna, I don't even know, like I was gonna show it on stream and everything. I was like, dude, Master of Harmony has what it takes. And then I died, so now I don't even have like the proof, you know. But yeah, we're technically progging on Fractilis, but we've basically killed it. We just don't have the kill yet, you know. We got it down to actual 5 million HP. It showed 0% health. Yeah, I'm still having a ton of fun on the Mistweaver. Just want to get this series down as quickly as possible. Pause? Uh-oh. What are we pausing for? What are we pausing for? What did I say? Am I about to get canceled? Lenny Dubois, don't do it to me. I don't ever want to play DPS this expansion. I started healing. I'm telling you, healing's the only way to play the game. Chat's trying to sabotage me. There's been times where there was like, I forget when it was, but like the last time we did this series, chat would literally wait until the most stressful times to like, people would like spam chat, so then my eyes would have to go to it, and then I would die like every time. It became a thing. I think season 1, whenever I would fight the final boss of City of Threads, people in chat would meme on me in that way. And also the orb boss, the second to last boss of City of Threads, it was like all funny. It was like, I don't know, but I was like, oh, why do I keep, it's like my brain can't not look at chat when people start spamming it, you know. So people would do that a lot. It was really funny. But man, my small brain, I'm every day I'm reminded how few brain cells I have. And let me tell you, we're running low. If healing is the way to go in the game, how is the most mobs meant to die? They just need to buff healer damage. I agree with you, O Mix Up. I'm going to say O Mix Up. I know that's probably not what you meant your name to be, but that's how my brain reads it. But O Mix Up, AU Mix Up, Auburn Mix Up, I don't know. Definitely need to just crank up the healer damage. We need healers to do... Look, I need to be doing more than this tank. That's how all the ads dies. If everyone just did DPS damage, then we just bring 4 healers and 1 tank, and we all have fun. That's what we need. Maybe your PTSD from losing your mic feed. Probably. Oh, that was so annoying. But I love playing a caster healer on this boss because I just get to sit on the drums the whole time. I also still don't have a macro for this extra action button, and it's still hidden behind my UI. If tanks can out-heal me, why can't I out-DPS them? Big facts. We are speaking the truth today. No holding back. Like, why am I doing less damage than a tank? That makes no sense. Like, they should have 2 shields. And me, I should have 3 wands. And that should be our weapons of choice. We have 11 minutes. It's looking good. But, you know, things are... Oh, we do still have the male boss. Yikes. Okay. It's not looking so good, actually. We have male boss, and we have mini boss before the final boss. But they're saying we're going to lust the male boss. Get some riptides down. Of course I rip aggro. Why wouldn't I rip aggro? See what I mean? How chill this is? Like, I don't have to hop off the drums. I don't know if I'm trolling in some way. Like, I'm not aware of or something. Okay, here I will hop off, because I don't know if that hits me. I don't want to test it. Come on. Big damage. Do I do less damage while on the drums? Does anyone know? I feel like I don't. I just saw a 1.6 million crit. That feels like a lot of damage. You could season 1 Mistweaver Master of Harmony. But the thing is like Mistweaver's damage hasn't gone up in the last 2 seasons. We've literally sat at the same damage number, which feels horrible. Like I wish that we were doing more than the same damage numbers that we were doing in season 1. But back then it was relatively a lot of damage. But nowadays it's, you know, DPS has basically quadrupled their damage over the past few seasons, and ours has stayed the same. It doesn't hit you, nothing hits you on the drums. The reason why I mix up, which by the way, Marley, fantastic to see you. I always see you slipping in, sneaking into chat. But the reason why I'm getting mixed up is because in hard mode, apparently the rotten food does still hit you. Uh-oh, I lost my target. That timer's going to be really tight. Yeah, we still need to kill the male boss. We got to go. Wind Rush Totem. Go, go, go. Speed, speed. The good news is that we have lust for the male boss. Should we... I feel like we should pull the mini boss into the male boss. I'm going to suggest it. Pull mini into boss. Or have we already killed the mini boss? No, we went underneath here. Okay, yeah, he is pulling it. I've never done this before, but at least shock mines are going to be outside. We're linked with the monk. No, monk. Okay, I just need to do damage. If we're just fighting out here... We have lust. Why are we not pulling this with the boss? Maybe we're waiting on mines and we're going to move in? Go. We don't have time. Ooh, this is going to be risky. Please, people, play safe. Popping Healing Tide. I have a Cloud Burst down. Popping my defensive. Spirit Link. Okay, that's as hard as this fight's going to be. So I'm okay to overcommit a bit. And I just need to do some damage. Oh god, the timer is so tight. But now that mini-boss is out of the way, so I actually think that that was a good play. If we could survive it, which we could. Oh, I didn't get that one. Oh, I didn't get any of them. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to Cloud Burst for this. I do have Ascendance ready. I hate when someone's clearly in it, and then other people just come and hop in it. You know what I mean? Like, I was clearly just camping in that puddle, and then more people hopped in. Okay, I'm just gonna let my Riptides do their work while I do some damage. This is getting stressful. Okay, I don't have anything for this. I'm gonna pop a defensive. Pop Cloud Burst early. 5.5 minutes. Let my hots do their work. I have 3 ancestors. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be Chain Lightning right here. Maybe that's wrong. Okay, we just got a free Ascendance. Put down a cloud burst. I'm just going to soak this just to be safe. No, I did not need to, but screw it. Okay. Movement speed. 4.5 minutes. We don't have lust, though.
You are quite welcome, whoever you are. Now,
We got this. Okay.
soul's signature.
I am playing Farseer right now, but also, it's good to see you, J Luna Art.
Use our
J Luna Art. Now I know that it is art. You removed lust from Bart? Oh, I did. Oops. Not on purpose. You can tell how stressed I am. I'm squeezing my mouse. We're not going to be able to press it again, so I'll deal with it after the key. Let's put down Healing Rain while we can. We need focus, faces. I need to have everything working in my favor. I'm going to use this trinket that I don't even have macro to anything. Okay, we're gaming. I don't even know what that trinket does. Circle, that's perfect. We're right here. Three and a half minutes. Can go to square or triangle. We just go to triangle here. Okay, we gotta go to square. Keep our dot on them. Gotta go through circle here. Come on, big damage. Where's it at? By square. Just go through now. 2 minutes. Put down a cloud burst. We go right back through. Okay, this is when it gets hard. I'm gonna click this button, put down a cloud burst, pop ascendance. Okay, what's there? Square, perfect. My damage will absolutely matter here. One and a half. By triangle or square, we need to go through here now. Then wait. Okay, what do we take? I don't know. Just gonna follow them because they seem to know. Okay. Whew. We blasted. We timed it. We timed a 14. Oh my gosh. I'm like stressed, man. What the heck? Hey, but we got Gizmo. It was all worth it. Gizmo the boy. Oh my goodness. Clean. Easy key. Whew. If you can kill it in 2 minutes, you should be okay. Ah, man. We summoned some DPS from our boy Shamrock there. But we needed all that damage. Tips for this boss. The portals always you found difficult. Always know what you're next to. And always work backwards. So if I see that he spawns a circle here, I see that he spawns it next to triangle. I'll see, okay, triangle takes me to square over there, which square is next to me right here. You know what I mean? So know what you're next to, but then when he spawns the circle that you need to go through, work backwards from it, you know? That's how I do it. Oh, goodness. Okay, I need to put Lust back on my bars, because apparently I squeezed my mouse too hard and took it off. What's it even called? Oh, it's just called Bloodlust, right? Aha. There we go. Okay, our first 14 out of the way. What next? Halls of Atonement, Gambit, Floodgate. Halls of Atonement, Gambit, Floodgate. So we take Streets out, and we add in Operation Floodgate. Let's look for 13s and 14s. 13s and 14s. Ideally 14s. I don't trust that, by the way. This guy's like, hey, I'm really this IO, but my Raider IO broke, so just trust me on that. Trying the 14s first. If we have to, we can dip down to the 13s. Whew. Thank you so much, Marley. Thank you so much, J Luna. Oh, man, we killed it. Absolutely killed it. My pug assigned drums to me as Fistweaver. Never been more stressed. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't tell anyone, but sometimes I just sit on the drums and just sit back. Source, trust me, bro. Hey, I do trust you, bro. Absolutely trust you. But yeah, don't trust that prot paladin that's saying that his IO is like double what it really is. No, sir. Just trust me. Just believe it. Yeah, I'm actually just Gingy. It's just not linked. My item level is 703. 703. I did use this trinket. I want to see how much damage this trinket did in that key. I used it once. Oh, and it actually shows up on my damage meters. That's so funny. It did 5.82 million damage. That's actually not bad damage. I should definitely use this trinket more often. But ain't nobody got time for that. I could put it in a macro, but I definitely should put it in a macro. I'm going to. Fine. Macros. Here, I'll put it to where whenever I put down Cloudburst Totem, it'll attempt to use both of my trinkets, whichever one's available. All right. 14 Floodgate. Get up to, we really need halls. Halls is like our big one. So let's start queuing up to 13 halls. I'm going to put in my note that I am a 3.2 main, just so they know I'm not just a 2.8. Yeah, I timed to 20. Yeah, what are you talking about? Is it hard to do Farseer? I'm starting to... Okay, we're into halls 13. Starting to item up my shaman since my pally is like pretty advanced and the totemic slow phase has been really neat. I will say Farseer was very hard last week and like literally last Friday even because I only had 8% haste. But now that I have a lot more haste, it's a lot easier. So if you don't have a ton of haste, if you still have a bunch of crit verse on your gear, I would definitely just keep with totemic until you get some more haste for sure. But now that my haste is higher, it feels a lot smoother. Seeing 710 Resto Shamans not being able to keep up in 14s. I appreciate that, Mario. I appreciate that. This is my favorite spec to do some undergeared content on, because it just feels like this spec just can pull it out. Like, it can just do it, you know, when other specs can't. So, huge fan of Resto Shaman. They have a lot of, like, mechanics designed to help you while you're undergeared. Like Spirit Link Totem is just broken. You prefer using Deluge? I don't know. People told me to swap to it this last dungeon, and it does pack a punch. It's very steady healing, but I'm not fully sold on it. But people told me to swap off. Earlier I was running double Ancestral Awakening, and I feel like I prefer this 2 talent points over Deluge, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'll stack haste first. I spent all weekend grinding like 10s, trying to get a bunch of like random heroic pieces that have haste on them, like this necklace. And even just, I didn't really gain any item levels over the weekend, but I did gain a lot of haste. Like I went up 20 haste percent over the weekend just from spamming keys, trying to get some better gear. Yeah, no one messed up the ports, and thankfully so. We almost lost someone, and that would have been the key, I think. I like Deluge when I went into hierarchies like 16 plus before, that it's not worth. But it might be helpful since you're undergeared, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like, I think since I'm undergeared, that's why I like Ancestral Awakening. But if I were more geared, I would like this modifier more, I think. I don't know. Not too sure. We'll see. So far, that was my first dungeon running with Deluge, though. Chat convinced me to swap to it. Or to at least give it a shot. Gamer, athlete. I used to be an athlete. Now I'm just a gamer. Big sad. Maybe one day. Maybe one day soon I might have something planned for working out again. I have something planned to start pumping some iron for a certain video series. It's hard to tell if it's doing more than you're awake. Yeah, true. It's hard to like quantify the value, but like you could feel your like healing surges pack more of a punch for sure. Okay, let's get all of our buffs going. We're back in halls. This has been the least... Like, I've been so unlucky in this dungeon. Both times we've done it, we've been on perfect pace, and then...
5, 4,
and then someone DCs. Like, it's been so tragic in this place. Am I a full-time streamer? I am. Is it fruitful? Is it monetarily rewarding? Absolutely not. I would not recommend anyone do it for the money at all. But I'm a much happier person, and we can find ways to live, you know, and be happy with what we have. But yeah, like I said, I definitely don't do it for any amount of money or anything. I just do it because I love it, and that's what drives me, you know. But currently, yes, I'm just gonna see how long we can do this. But I do have like a degree. I have some good work experience too, but this is just my passion. It's like I can't tell you how much better my mental health has been since swapping to full-time streaming. I popped my shield here. This shard heal? How is it still 50%? What the heck? Pop Ascendance. I don't really know how this thing's gonna pull, but I still have 2 cooldowns here. See, like there, I like to think that Deluge saved the mage, because I feel like that healing surge only did so much because I have Deluge, and he had a Riptide on him. Oh my goodness, the shard has lived forever. And we only have 1 melee, so... Like, pulling this shard all the way back to meet that Houndmaster shouldn't have punished our damage that much. It's hard to tell if it's... Oh, yeah. Running keys while running on the treadmill? Oh, God, that would be a nightmare. I can barely... I'm barely able to heal without being on a treadmill. I could only imagine how hard that'd be. Might as well give it a shot if you can. Yeah, definitely. Mage probably targeting the wrong thing. Probably, because that is our biggest prio damage. But also, I'm pretty sure Demonology does pretty good prio damage too, right? That's nice. Being happy is very important. Yeah, and, you know, being in your early to mid-20s... Well, now I'm in my mid to late 20s, but at the time... I was basically mid-20s. It's hard to, like, convince yourself that it's okay to, like, make less money, but do it for happiness. But, I can't tell you how much my unhappiness was like affecting my overall health, and like now, and you don't notice it until it's, you know, you're through it, but I'm just like much healthier, much happier as a person. Like, I don't know, just I'm very grateful that you guys support me to the extent that you guys do to let me do what I love, you know. So very appreciative of you guys. You have I can't say enough words to say how appreciative I am. I knocked that up just in case. So yeah, every time someone does a Prime sub, I always joke about how the Bezos bucks, every little bit counts. Like, I always say that, and I mean it. Like, I appreciate you guys for that all the time. I appreciate you, man. Mr. 100 rupees. We got the big bucks over here. I don't know the... I know rupees is like is a different currency. I don't know what anything about rupees though. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Ooh, the tank. Taking a smack. We're also taking this is the very slow route. I don't typically like this route because you just go very slowly, going from left to right to left. I like the double left loop around to the right. I think that's a lot smoother of a route. We'll see. We might be able to do it. Let's get some Riptides down. Especially because we're playing Deluge. I guess this is safe. Like, I like what the tank is doing here. This is a lot safer. They're from Zelda? Oh. See, I never played Zelda. That's the one game that, like, everyone's played that I've never played. I do own... What was the one Zelda game on the Switch that got, like, Game of the Year? I do own that game, but I never played it. It was like a Black Friday. It was on sale, and I got it, but never played it because I also got the Pokemon games, and I'm very much a Pokemon gamer. Yeah, I've never played a Zelda game. Dude, where is this mage's damage going? He's burning the Dark Blades. But I knew it was a currency of some sort. So I'm sitting here talking about the the conversion rate to rupees. I'm so stupid. I tell you guys this. I warned y'all I'm stupid. Y'all didn't listen. How's our timer? I just don't know the timer with this route. Ooh, tank. Kill him, Miss Smalls. Let's do one more healing surge, then mount up. The Sunshines nerfs were really good. Yeah, 1000%. I mean, just the infrequency of the curses is like, that's enough. But that's only one thing that they nerfed. So, this dungeon, I haven't really done it that much since they nerfed things, but what I can notice is definitely noticeable, you know. Breath of the Wild, top 5 games ever. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. I think that sounds right. I know I should go through and play it one day, but like I just don't have the time. However, I have started to take a little bit more of my personal time. Like I'm trying to chisel out some time to play more like single player game. Play some games that like I'm not playing for the grind. Like one of my favorite go-to games to play outside of WoW is I like to play Magic Arena because I like to try to grind the leaderboards and stuff. And then I like to play like competitive games like Overwatch and Smite and stuff. But I'm trying to convince myself that it's okay to play a game that's not competitive. And right now, I'm playing through some of my childhood favorite games. One of them, it's 2 games. It's the first game and a sequel. But a long time ago, I played Naruto Path of the Ninja 2 on the Nintendo DS. It's just like a stupid little RPG Naruto game. And I loved it as a kid. And I recently saw someone selling them on Facebook Marketplace for really cheap. So I picked up a combo, the first and the second one. I never played the first one as a kid. But recently that's like whenever I get a couple minutes every night, like I'll load that up and just like do a couple fights on there and stuff. And it's just like a chill game. Not like super deep in depth or anything. Obviously not competitive. Me kicking that pulled the screecher. That's so annoying. But that's been nice. Just playing a game that's like, there's no stakes, you know. It's been nice. But eventually I want to go back and play the Kingdom Hearts games. That's my favorite game series of all time. And then things like that Zelda game. But for the most part, whenever I take like extra time to play like single player games, I always pick like Pokemon. That's like my always big go-to and stuff. It's also the currency of India, though. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I knew it was the currency of India, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. But that's where my mind was. That's weird that they use the same currency. I guess. I don't know. It's a little odd. Gonna use my stun. Put down a cloud burst. Kick the loyal beasts. I'm getting shot and bolted, so I'm gonna put my shield down, which I must have misclicked. Kick the bolt. Okay. The casters are handled. That's just tank healing. It just feels like we're going slow. Does the tank think we've gotten all the shards? We're still missing a shard. I feel like the tank thinks that we've gotten all the shards right now, right? Do these guys give percent? Putting down my stun. I'm just going to pick the Houndmaster to kick. He's about to cast his Loyal Beast after this. Oh, apparently not. He's about to recast again. Marley, I appreciate you stopping in. Glad you're having fun. Good luck in the keys. Heal those DPS butts to victory. I appreciate you, Marley. As always, it's very nice seeing you. Take care. Have a good night. But yeah, the dungeon nerfs in this dungeon were fantastic. Definitely needed. When they changed the curse to a mark, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But yeah, just the dungeon was like very hard to time before the nerfs. Put down a cloud burst. Nothing like breaking a key and doing some to regain the confidence. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like a match of Valorant. I like to just play like a chill game of Overwatch. I don't know. That's been my go-to lately. They just released a new character. Oh no. My ring light just went out. This is literally a brand new ring light. That's crazy. Make sure nothing's on fire. That's insane. I literally just got this ring light and hopefully it didn't like full on die. Put down Healing Rain. Also gonna put down Healing Tide, which I did not need to do. Gonna kick one of those casts. They're all going towards this Paladin. Live, Paladin. Kick the one going towards me because I am squishy and selfish. Put down my stun. I'll pop a sentence here. Just might as well use it while I have it, you know. Because I won't really need it for the boss. How's our time, though? We haven't even gotten to the first boss yet. We only have 19.5 minutes. We'll have about 19 by the time we get there. should be good to go. I shouldn't need mana here. But we have a bunch of time left. This is why I don't like doing all those pools, because you just sit here AFK until the boss spawns. I don't know the timer of this dungeon nowadays. F for the ring light. I know, right? I literally just ordered it. Just ordered it. It's crazy. Demon Hunter should cast Darkness. Yeah, honestly. Cast a Darkness Shroud nearby for sure. Do I lust this? Lust this? Am I supposed to lust? Oh, the mage hit it, so we're good. Oh, watch out. Oh, no! Trample the mage in lust. That's never good. Can't have all that movement. Also, I don't know why the mage was stacked on the tank, though. That is kind of crazy. Bring down a Cloudburst. We still have our move while casting button. Go ahead and pop it. Trying to hug this right beam, not trying to hug the left beam. Just in case it pivots, but it's not pivoting. I'm going to get close to the boss now. Moving away from the tank. Pop a sentence here. Dang, that sucks. I wonder how much that affected this mage's damage. Because, oh my gosh, tank, what are you doing? It doesn't have to be perfect. Stop moving. Like, this tank thinking he needs to stack them so perfectly is getting people killed. Like, it is not that deep. Oh man, we're throwing. Thing is, I just don't know this timer. Oh, mage. I don't know the timer that well. See, like, we have so much space. We don't need to be, like, super perfectionist about our drops, you know? It's not that deep. Alright. We're going right, okay? Your tank may need to pull some boss plus trash. Not sure if the second or third for the timer. Yeah, we might have to pull that pack into the third boss. Like that pack of casters and stuff, which is always scary because it strains your dispels as a healer. But that's okay. We're going to move our Earth Shield to this guy just because. I'm going to spot heal him before that pops. Take that cast. Put down Healing Tide and a Cloud Burst. Make sure these Riptides are always on. We just got a free Ascendance. I'm getting ready to pop my defensive. I'm watching my stat count. Usually once it gets up to like 4 is when I usually pop my defensive. Ooh, I might need to Spirit Link here. Popping defensive now. Spirit Linking, I just dispelled, so we're gonna be a little bad on time here. gonna put down my shield. I'm gonna put down Earth Ellie too. I'm taking a lot of damage though. Kind of wish I get a sacrifice from the paladin. That was hurting a lot. Stopping one of those casts. The mage is saying GG's. I don't think it's GG. I still think we're fine on time. We're probably about to skip all this, if I had to guess. But once again, I don't know this route, to be honest. It looks like we're... What are we waiting on? Okay. Sweet. If we just pull this with boss, can we do it? With me being at half mana? Maybe. Probably should pull boss now. We don't have... The mage went and clicked the door and then just took a melee from the boss. Because I'm pretty sure the boss just spawned... Like, he just melees whoever clicks the door. So why the mage went in and clicked the door is just beyond me. Yikes. Now I'm nature locked? Oh, this is so bad. Tank, the mage is saying surrender, please. We have a B-res now. We have a res on the mage, and I bet he's just going to AFK and not take it. This is so cringe. Oh god, this might kill me. Okay, the mage took the res. Very late, though. $10 minutes. I don't think that's enough time in this dungeon. It's always the person fucking up the most who'd be like this. Yeah, every time. It's like without fail, every single time. Just hashtag mage things, yeah. Oh, goodness, mages. Because, yeah, now we only get one more lust in the dungeon. That's why I didn't like this route. I didn't like it at all. It just felt like it was going to be this way. Where we would be down like a lust or something. Mage is in the swirl? Okay. Yikes. Okay. That's definitely it, right? I mean, I'm down to surrender. It's just no one's thrown up a vote yet. Oh, I hate when mages blink in like that. Killing me, Smalls. And then he just moved out of the Spiritling Totem. I don't get mages. I don't understand them. Also, why did my light break? Give me a second. Let me go see if I can fix my light. I'm crashing out here. I'm not. I'm chilling. You have way too much cat. Yeah, we butt pulled a slasher coming up the stairs, I think. But let me check on my light, see what happened. Okay. We're back. I think what happened with my light is that I'm pretty sure someone in the neighborhood has like some kind of remote controlled something and it's synced up to my light. because randomly throughout the night, like, this light will just come on. Like, it'll just turn on. So I have to unplug it every night. So someone's remote is working it, and I think they must have, like, pressed the remote off button or something, and it turned my thing off. But it's really annoying because it came with a remote, and my remote doesn't work. Like, doesn't work. But someone else's does, you know? Do you think they're going to add the Russia Roop's boots to the dinar vendor? Probably not. Probably not. They usually don't do things like that, I think. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes, like, my wife's, her office's fan and light, it'll randomly turn on. We had to unscrew all the light bulbs because she would just be working and the light would just flicker on and off. And we think someone has a thing. Oh, gosh. Is that a follow? Appreciate the follow. But we think someone's remote in our neighborhood is just connecting to all of our things. And it's just, so yeah, she had to swap that and swap to a lamp. Meanwhile, here I am and I can't even control my own light. Other people can, though. Okay, we run it back, though. That key just all around felt lacking. And also, I don't think we were prioritizing... Like, I don't think our Arcane Mage understood that he was supposed to funnel down the shards, because that shard damage on an Arcane Mage is criminally low. Which I hate to point fingers, but it's just the truth. The truth. I want to do a Gambit. I haven't done one, like, all weekend. Finally got Arshaman 4-piece for Farseer, but Totemic still feels more chill. Do I just need to get used to it? Just trying to do some 10. Yeah, you need to get used to it, but the thing that really changed it for me was haste. I still had, like, I had 8% haste, and Farseer felt horrible. Like, absolute, like, unplayable. But over the weekend, I grinded a bunch of 10s and got 28% haste, and it feels fantastic now. So, definitely recommend grinding some haste. Okay, we're in a Tazavesh Gambit 13, which will only give us about 30 IO, which is still fine. I'm not complaining. Whew. I'm just glad that I don't have to shave my head today, because I said in Discord if I don't get some IO, we're shaving our head, and luckily we've actually, other than some unfortunate keys, we've had some pretty good keys today. Is Monk still your favorite? Yes, Monk is still my favorite. Monk is still my favorite. I like Master of Harmony a ton. I'm kind of getting bored of the Yulon raid build. So I think for the final two bosses in Mythic, once we kill Fractalus, I think I'm going to just force a Chi-Ji Master of Harmony build in raid and see how much healing I can do. Like, I don't care about my parses this tier. They're already so shot, because I raid with a Resto Shaman and a Prez Evoker. So, like, and a Resto Druid. Like, there's, like, no way I'm going to parse well with a Prez Evoker in the guild. So I'm just like, I don't even care. As long as I keep people from dying, I'm happy. So I kind of just want to swap to Chi-Ji and have fun with it, you know. I'm going to Gambit. Gambit. Can't port. Yeah, the mage last dungeon, I'm pretty sure they were always funneling down the wrong target. Because we got to the, when it was just the Thrasher, and the Thrasher had 50% health. That's wrong, you know. Sounds like the mage is a meta chaser. I definitely think so. But they were kind of like crying the whole dungeon. Whenever they die, they'd be like, can we forfeit? Like, please, can we stop? So yeah, definitely one of those guys. But I'm not going to say anything because we're not like that. Yeah, of course. But yeah, it's 100% a haste thing. But it does take getting used to. Just as long as you literally keep Unleash Life and Ancestral Swiftness off cooldown. Like, you keep them off, like, cooling down all the time. These two buttons. So notice that I've made a gigantic weak aura for my Unleash Life, because that's how important it is to just always have that thing on cooldown. Like, just send it. Don't need to be, like, methodical about it. This you kind of do want to be a bit more methodical, but, like, you kind of do want to use it on cooldown as well. Like, I'll use it for just a chain heal, just to get people from, like, 95% to 100% health sometimes. But sometimes, like, if my tank's taking a beating, I'll just send it into a healing surge into them. But, yeah, you just send those two buttons. Keep them on cooldown. Noob plus Mage plus SBR. SBR. Sanitized butt rinse. What does SBR stand for? The good stuff. Probably funneling. Yeah, they were funneling off groundskeepers and they were funneling into the casters. But yeah, he was basically padding on the groundskeepers and into the dark blades. He kept burning down the dark blades for some reason.
3, 2,
And the obliterators. I have one, but that's way too small probably. Yeah, mine, I don't even care. It can take up half my screen. I would still kind of forget to use it. So that's why I'm like aggressively big with my important weak auras. Okay, I am our only lust, so they're gonna have to get over it if they don't like my lust timers. Because if I don't use it on cooldown, I'll forget that it's there. Popping an offensive. I'm gonna stop one of those. Put Cloudburst down. Got Unleash Life coming off. We do have a DK for grips, but that's really it. I'm gonna kick that. Ooh, free ascendance. Just kicking a cast because these casts are deadly. I'm gonna Spirit Link here, maybe. Yeah, we're Spirit Linking because I'm hurt and I'm the main character. Deal with it, DPS. Give me your health. And say thank you. It's kind of cool being the main character, you know, when you're the healer. All these DPS just do your bidding. Go on, kill these enemies for me. I'll keep you alive, I guess. Our guild's, he's probably in chat. He supports the chat a lot, but our guild's hunter player was saying that he's the main character. Funny. We only give him PI to keep him pleased, but we know who the main character is. It's the healers. It always has been. Apparently, if you knock these shore runners up while they're like fleeing, it'll reset their direction so they can change their direction, which is pretty cool. I need to rebuff, by the way. I forgot to buff. Sorry, team. Take your mastery and your extra melee hits. Die, Shell Crusher, die. This dungeon's so weird. Like, I'll never understand, like, if we're good on time or not, you know, just because, like, this outside part is so weird. It's just so weird. I try to use weak auras, but my FPS suffers a lot from it. Not sure if it's a setting or what. Weak auras is very big, but what could be the problem is if you're importing people's, like, very big dynamic groups and stuff, like, weak auras take up, like, a varying amount of space. Like, some weak aura packages take up a ton of space. Like, I had to stop using Lexthos's Paladin one because it was very good, but it was a big package. So that's why, like, I use these very simple, I just need to see the icon. That's it. Don't do anything fancy, like maybe glow if you're off, like, available. But that's why my weak auras are always very, like, simple, because I like them to take up as little space as possible. So if you want to use weak auras, but you're struggling with, like, how they make you lag and stuff, it could just be that you're importing, like, a whole package that, like, you might not need everything for. So I'd recommend just trying out making your own. Oh, you want to go Shore Runner, huh? You can't handle this. It's cast while moving. I'll box a Shore Runner if I have to. So are we trying to avoid this giant? guess we are avoiding. I'll wind rush just to try to make up on the time. Blah, 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 blah. Well. Just gonna go ahead and pop a sentence. I shouldn't need it for 2 minutes, so might as well just send it now. Just for more tank healing. Oh god. Dude, these shore runners are snitches, man. I'll pop my defensive because I see bolts coming my way. Also gonna use Healing Tide and Cloudburst. Just because I think this is as hard of a pool that we're gonna see for the next few minutes. Might as well use cooldowns for it. Dang. Oh, this is awful. This is why Druid is so OP in this dungeon. Because one, they have Soothe. But two, they can Ursul's Vortex these guys. Now we have the Cracklers. Oh god. I got walloped. We might just need to reset. The tank, yeah, I was about to say, if the tank dies, that is a hard reset. That's tragic. We pulled a double pack, and then the shore runners went and pulled a third pack in. And then they pulled the guards over here. But we rebuff. It's a Gambit, so we're still fine, I think. But with this being a 13, those deaths really do start to add up. We might need to make, like, take some risky plays here, too. So yeah, as long as our tank can handle it, we can definitely pull all 6 of these enemies together. These Skull Crushers hurt, but the guards don't really do much. Maybe he's wanting to pull these 2 guards into the boss for funnel? It's a good Ring of Peace. Yeah, we probably should go to boss already. I think the tank is on the same page. These guys aren't really scary. They do kind of limit your movement, but that's really it. They don't, like, hurt. So a lot of people like pulling all 4 of these guys into the boss for more funnel. But it does make the boss actually pretty risky. But this boss is kind of like a nothing burger. It is... Oh, no. This boss, when you pull these guys into the boss, it does make it hard if you're a melee healer specifically. Because, like, these big circles can keep you out of hitting the boss if you need to, like, for healing the boss mechanic. But, honestly, like, I like pulling these guys into the boss. It's pretty free to do so, because, like, look, what are we doing here, you know? We're just wasting time. We have Lust in 2 minutes. Am I just supposed to send Lust here when it comes off? I think so. What do you normally Lust? Oh, you normally are... Uh-oh, you normally Lust the Dragon Boss. Do I Lust here? What do you guys think? Or do I just save for Dragon Boss? I think we save for Dragon Boss. Are we that far behind on timer? Either way, whether I Lust now or later, we will only get 2 Lust this dungeon. So I think I save for Dragon Boss. Wait, for Dragon Boss? Okay. That's what I'm thinking too. So then we should be able to Lust Dragon Boss and still have enough time to get another Lust in on the final boss. If all goes well. think my damage is gonna matter here. I'm trying to be like kind of greedy with my damage. Putting down my stun. Someone didn't grab one. Alright, 17 and a half minutes. I don't know how much time we normally are supposed to have at this point in the dungeon, but I can't help but think we're very behind after that wipe. Like, more behind than you would think from just, like, a few deaths. But once again, that is just because the penalty... Doesn't the penalty of a death go up when you hit, like, 12s, right? Isn't that the cutoff? Pretty sure I'm not just making that up. And we only have... I'm pretty sure only our monk has a soothe here. So... This is going to be pretty hard to heal on the tank. He's going to have to kite, which means a lot less damage from him. So this is going to start... We're going to start slowing down here, which is not good. I do have Earth Ellie, though. Do you have links to your weak orders? I do. It's in my Discord. If you join the Discord, which should be in the description on YouTube, there's a My UI channel in the Discord, and I've posted all the UI that I have like public and stuff so far. And if it's not public, it's just because it's like new, and I haven't had time to really post it, or it's just not like ready to be posted. You know, like my Paladin weak orders are still very new, so haven't really posted them anywhere. I'm gonna knock these casts up. Oh my goodness. And Earth Ellie. I don't know if Earth Ellie helps at all. Pretty sure he just like insta dies too, by the way. Because I think just like one smack from the Super Saiyan just like destroys him. But still, that's better than nothing, right? Alright, our tank needs to just go ahead and move on. But I guess he's... Yeah, he would have to roll through. Alright, let's go. Go, go, go. I still have Jetstream Totem, which does give 10% more movement speed. Let's go ahead and move it. Oh, I don't have the movement thing. Yeah, Dragon Balls is miserable. You're not wrong. Goodness. Oh man, allergy season is killing me. Double bolt going towards the Warlock. Ooh, if I didn't kick, he definitely would have died there. I'm gonna use my defensive here. I see a bolt coming my way. I can kick this one. Knock that up. Go ahead and Ascendance here. I kick that one. Oh, it got gripped. That's pretty tragic. Go ahead and drop a Cloudburst Totem. Just to help heal these officers coming up. Ooh, I'm getting bolted. Put down my stun totem. Okay, apparently it did nothing. Love that. Okay. Lust boss. Go time. Thank you. Thank you, Marin. I'm gonna lust. Hopefully people have cooldowns to make this lust like as high value as possible. We're kind of getting antsy. We're all kind of moving, myself included. Oh, people, just please live. Can't afford any deaths here. Yeah, with a melee... Double melee DPS, this is kind of awkward for them. Probably should have dispelled the Brewmaster first and let the haste buff stay on the DK. Pretty sure haste is really good for Frost DK, right? And I don't really know what haste does for Brewmasters anymore. I don't think it's like still their worst thing, maybe? I have no idea. Here, I'll let it stay on the DPS. Maybe I just let it time out on them. Nah, screw that. We're dispelling. Oh, that's not good. I don't know how he died. I think he got meleeed by the ad, maybe? I don't think he was in fire, right? Huge Ring of Peace from the tank there. Oh, that's bad. Should have Swirly start to disappear. Oh, we need to move. Yikes. Okay, I just stunned. This is so awkward. This guy's just wailing on me. Ah! Ah! Leave me alone! Ah! Tragedy. Oh man, that boss sucks a lot. Alright, what are the odds that we time this? We got 9 minutes. What is that big unleash icon? It's not big enough, is what it is. We need it bigger, I agree. I agree with you. Blue Pit. Blue Pit says our icon needs to be bigger. We'll make it bigger. No, it's just my small brain needs it that large or I'll just forget it's there. Because it's such a stupid button. It's not like a fun button to press, you know. Ow, a bolt came my way. Okay, I need to do some big damage here. Oh, that's a pulse. That's a rift. Glad I saw that rift last second, because that would have wiped us for sure. I don't care about these bolts. Here's a pulsar. Knock up the rift. Kick the rift. We need big damage. Less than 8 minutes. Oh god, this is like not timeable. A gigantic lust pool could get it done, but the thing is, lust is going to come up on the final boss. So, yeah, this is what we need. We need big pools. I don't have many cooldowns, so I'm going to save my Unleashed Life. Also going to defensive. Oh, that needs to be kicked. Or yeah. Oh my goodness, why are we not kicking the Rift? It literally one-shots us. My kick was down. Tragedy. Yeah, spells that you have to use to buff other spells, they're so stupid. I mean, like, Thunder Focus Tea is a cool way to do it, but Unleashed Life is so boring. Because it barely buffs them, right? Yeah, Hooktail's annoying. It's such an obnoxious boss. Uh-oh. Pulsar's still alive. Oh, that's a death. Oh, there we go. Sweet. This is cursed. This is cursed, guys. I don't know. That rift's gonna go off. Just boop. 9 minutes. I have hopes. Yeah, so did I. I was a young boy with dreams at one point in my life. It does give you an ancestor. That's why we use it. A lot. I don't even know like what the proper thing is to buff with it. A lot of times I buff like a Riptide or a Chain Heal, but like I don't. I just press it for the ancestor. Honestly, are we finishing? Guess so. Yeah, you just press it for the ancestor. That's it. Ooh. Let's think. What am I going to make for dinner tonight? We got some stuff for this like creamy lemon orzo that we make. It's really good. We made it a lot last week, but we had some leftover stuff for it. I'm going to put my stun down for that rift. Yeah, really don't need to kick those bolts. You just need to kick the rifts because that literally one-shots the whole party. I might make that tonight, but I also got some stuff for sopita, which is like a vegetable soup. What are we doing? What on earth are we doing? I think this one pack keeps despawning. Like, let's watch it. This pack keeps despawning. And then once we go in and pull the guy that summons the pulsar, it respawns and like melee someone and kills him. It happened like twice. But we were doing fine until we weren't doing fine. Yeah, honestly, good attempt. But dude, you can't say that today was a failure. I would keep going because we have a lot of momentum on our side, but my stomach is aggressively growling right now. But honestly, we made some huge strides today, and it's a good time to call it because tomorrow we're going to be able to open the vault and use what we get from the vault to finish out this grind. Like, it would be kind of just pointless to keep trying to push today when we're just going to get a good piece of gear tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a good ring because I am starved on rings. Also, I feel like we have another piece that's kind of low. Really, it's just a ring and a trinket and maybe a mythic main hand. And we should be able to blast this last bit of IO for next week's episode. But tomorrow, Tuesdays, are normally my my editing day. So I'm going to take all the footage from this week and edit it down. But guys, this week was amazing. Like, the amount of support that you guys like poured into the stream this week was just like, I mean, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me this week, and especially today. Y'all make Monday so good. Huge shout out to the two people that rated us. I'm gonna have to scroll up and see. It was Frozen. I could probably scroll down here. Frozen Engine rated, and then also definitely not Vlad rated. So huge shout out to them. I mean, like, it's life changing when someone raids you. Like, it literally is. It gives a smaller streamer a chance to kind of like grow and stuff. So, you know, like, big props to them. But also to everyone that hung out. I see a lot of you guys hung out a very long time today. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. But yeah, we got a lot of IO. We had a lot of unfortunate failures today, but really it wasn't due to like lack of healing or anything. It was just, you know, typical pug failures, like someone DCs or you just fail one mechanic and it just calls the key, you know. But Murray, J. Luna Art, I appreciate you both. Mr. 100 Rupees, whether you're, whichever currency you're talking about, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Andy, appreciate you as always. Glad you got to come back after your gym run. Hopefully it was a successful one. I might go hit up the treadmill a bit after I cook dinner tonight too. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Everyone take care. Good luck in your vaults tomorrow. I'll save all of my alt vaults for you guys on Wednesday. So show up early on the stream on Wednesday if you like watching vault openings. But guys, everyone take care. Have a good night.